Hi, Cupboardines. How you doing, man? Good to hear. Oh. Alright. Let's get the camera on. Hello. Yeah, so, we're starting crazily late today. And that's basically because I screwed up yesterday and lost every bit of progress I made yesterday. So that was fun. But so I've just spent the past evening trying to get back to where I was and perhaps trying to be a bit more efficient about it as well. Sorry about the camera freezing, by the way. That's because I just minimized every program at once then. But yeah, I hope we're all good. I feel a bit bad because I've kind of indicated I would generally be starting about 8:30 every evening. No, I'm on in the weekdays, but we're obviously so late today. So very late today. Yeah, no worries. What takeaway you getting? Takeaways are basically back in business, aren't they? No questions asked, really, aren't they? Right. So yeah, we're on the we're at the part where the Empire, we're seemingly working with them, like seemingly completely amicably. As far as we can tell, there's nothing too sketchy. Oh, chicken keep pizza, nice. Good man. Let me just get Donkey Kong. I need to find a more sophisticated method, but for now I'm just using the stack of 360 games. Oh my gosh! Hey! Hey, hello everyone from Asper Stream, thank you so much. So I wasn't able to tune in, Asper. Hello there, Cricken, Almighty Gooby. How we doing, everyone? Sorry, I've only just started on this. I was meant to start 2 hours ago, but I basically lost every bit of progress, Cricket can tell you. I accidentally loaded an altered save state on this last night. Right at the end of a stream, so I've spent this past evening trying to get back to where I was, basically. It's been a while since I've lost a lot of save game progress, so a bit of a bugger. But we're pretty much back where we were. I think a bit more efficiently as well. Hello, Aiders. Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you very kindly. Oh, Gooby, you love this game, Asper. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Aiders, I've missed everyone's streams tonight because another friend of ours on here, Genual, has been playing Doom and I missed that. So I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, welcome out. Gosh, who have we got then? So we've got Almighty Cricken, Almighty Goober, Asthma. Oh, hello, Danny. Hello. Athos, yeah. Afromanda. Yeah, thank you so much for the bits again, Athos.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Almighty Gooby. Thank you very kindly. Very much appreciated. I think that's cause for a yogurt bite or two. Do you bite a yogurt? That's probably not really the right... That's probably not the right term, is it? Sherry yogurt. Look, let's do the product placement. Oh wow. I'm not getting endorsed anytime soon. Activate Cherry. seemed like a good idea at the time. Oh, you're a fan of that, are you? Yeah, we have a variety of flavours in the fridge. I'd say I keep putting my glasses on. I don't really need them for this game because the pixels are so big on my TV. Yeah, we've got a variety of flavours of that in the fridge. I'd say peach is my least favourite in there. I still quite like it. But I love me a good cherry or strawberry one. Activist sponsor him, please. Yeah, thank you again for the follow, Gooby. Was it you saying you love this game? Oh, nice. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, bless you, Asper. That's very kind of you to say. Main boy hype. Thank you. Prune Activate. Gosh, I didn't know that one. Oh, so funny thing then. Sorry, we'll actually start now, honest. Yeah, Gooby, I've been wanting to get to this game for the longest time now. And I'm using streaming to finally do that. So, and yeah, I'm loving it so far. We're at the point, if you remember, Gooby, we're at the point where you're seemingly working with the Empire. And I have no idea what's coming next, honestly. I don't really know the story of this game especially well, so... Oh, really? No kidding. Yeah, so we've got, well, just Terra here, but we've got Locke with us as well. Oh, bless you. I've been doing a lot of, have I got music on? There we are. Yeah, I've been playing a lot with the, getting, like, certain espers equipped on the characters, like, yeah, Terra's got Kate Sif at the moment, so a pretty basic one, but, I spent ages in the auction house earlier trying to get this one. Actually, I did the auction house stuff yesterday, and then we lost that. Well, we didn't lose that save, we just went back to an earlier one. So I've got one of the two auction house espers again, but I get so wrapped up in this stuff. It gets damn hard, does it? Yeah, oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't think I'm a fan of prunes, as far as I can remember, so I probably wouldn't like prune flavour. No, definitely. Well, the funny thing is, I think I kind of heeded Still Alive's advice on today's playthrough as opposed to last night, so I'm kind of focusing on a few characters. I know I want Mog in my final team, and I quite like Sabin and oh, what's his name? The Kin. Oh, why can't I remember his bloody name? He's one of my favourite characters in this as well, but well, Sabin's brother, basically. Gajavi doesn't his name. I like him. Edgar, that's it, thank you. Yeah, I like his various tools, because I got a chainsaw with him this evening as well, so... Which is something I didn't do last night. I was going by the guide a little bit. I got all the various dances for Mog as well you can have by this point. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, thanks so much everyone for coming in. So, as I say, I do aim to try and stream a little bit earlier than I'm doing tonight. But I was just taking so long trying to get back to where I was, even with fast forwards on the emulator. But I'm quite happy with where we were now, and to be honest, I was enjoying myself, so... I mean, the thing is, you can tackle this game so many ways with how many characters there are, so... It didn't hurt that badly, really. Yeah, the music is absolutely lovely in this. I'm turning it up on my earphones, actually. So I've got this down maybe a bit too low. Yeah, I understand how Mog works now, Cumber, as well. Because the different dances correspond to different fighting arenas or backgrounds, don't they? And if you're the arena, if you're on the background for a different dance, that's got like a 50% chance of not working. So now I have a better idea of how he works. I mean, I was going to have him in there anyway, just because he's a Moogle. But that especially helps on that front, I think. Yeah, Terra just gets pulled in every direction in this story. I feel very bad. Yes, it's interesting. See, I'm still suspecting something fishy, but it's kind of a curious choice. The Empire might not be completely bad. I'd assume they still probably are, but... Hello, Garge! How you doing, man? I really like the cast in general, to be honest, Gooby. They all have their moments. I like Locke. I like his insecurity about being a thief or treasure hunter. Yeah, I like Terra. I like Celeste. Sabin's really likable. Even though I couldn't remember his name, Edgar. I like his kind of plight as a kid, but his devotion to his brother. It's hello, Armor. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I love Sabin's. I've written them down. The various Street Fighter moves he can do. I really like that aspect. I mean, it probably isn't that different in a way, just from picking those from a list, but I love doing the meteor suplexes in general. I had to make sure to do that to the train when we did that. Yeah, how are we doing, Gorge? And Armor, thanks so much for coming in. Oh, was this about a Yeti crack? Oh wait, oh, sorry, I know the one you mean now. Yeah, Cumber. Yeah, you keep getting teased with that Yeti, don't you, early in this game? Oh, there's probably a few. Like, there's Tom Hanks' brother who plays like Woody in all the Toy Story games and spin-offs. So I know Bill Murray's brother probably only gets brought up because he's Bill Murray's brother. I hope the gosh, that'd be difficult insecurity to deal with, I think. Yeah, I love those Armor. Yeah, this game is so good, man. Sorry I'm being so slow going through the dialogue. Oh, jeez. Wait, is that... Oh, okay. I didn't expect General Leo to be redeemable. Oh, jeez. She better be happy by the end of this. She has a rough time of it. I remember there are many games from this era that just cut. Well, probably even. Well, yeah, probably not from the 90s in general that just have moments like this, right? You know, it's all pretty straightforward in a way, but it's very nicely told. You understand characters, you understand their motivations. It's not terribly kind of convoluted. Oh, jeez. I want to know what love is now. Oh. It'll come, lass. It'll come. Oh, Shadow. We haven't seen him that much. I think I've kept missing him, unfortunately. Yeah, the music's so good on this now, though. Nice, God. Good couple of weeks for the Switch, isn't it? Yeah, I liked 42 all-time classics on DS a lot, so I'm quite interested in that new 51 one. What's that combo? Mog is important to the Yeti stuff. Gosh, there's so many characters in this. Yeah, no worries at all, Aidus. I hope your stream went well earlier, actually. I've not really been on Twitch this evening. I've not seen... As I said, I wasn't really able to see anyone's streams. Asper. Oh, I think I saw actually. I think I saw you were on... Was that N64 wrestling games? I'm so bad at... I don't really have much wrestling knowledge, so I'd be so bad at those. Shadow's really cool. We don't really have a great grasp of his character yet, but I think that's kind of the point. With a mysterious loner, isn't he? With a dog, so big thumbs up for that. Yeah, I did expect him on this mission as well. It's this world, there are many who have killed their emotions. Don't forget that. Oh, time for hijinks, apparently. Oh, is he seasick? Bit of a well-meaning doofus, isn't he, Locke? I always love Steel in these games, so I do like using Locke in this. Oh, jeez. Not a word of this to anyone else. Oh, Shrouded one. Oh, gosh. I'll quote you on Mike and Shadow. Oh, Cricket, bro! Oh, Shadow the Hedgehog. That's okay. I think I've softened on Shadow a little bit. He's definitely not my favourite Sonic character, though. He's fine. As long as he's not packing heat anymore, which I don't think he does these days, at least. Yeah, it's all the two sides of the coin of this game. Kind of a moving little character piece of a scene, and then and then silly slapstick hijinks. It all works. It all works. Armor, yeah. I just loved how the music was just so like, okay, this is what we're doing now. I was on board, as I say. The funny thing is, because I was a bit later started, I do fancy going quite late tonight, so whether that means the fabled 2 AM stream we always joke about in here that I haven't done in several months, I feel like that. We'll see, but alright, Sonic joke. Jasmine ASMR. Oh, there's No Mercy on N64, was it, Asper? Nice. I remember, I've never been that big on wrestling, but I remember I played a couple of these 64 wrestling games. I think someone brought them over. Like my brother's friend, maybe. I seem to remember them being good fun in multiplayer. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I still wouldn't, but... Right. So Knuckles asking, when will my measles be better? And the Badnik Doctor, in response to, when will my measles be better? I don't know. I don't make rash promises. I'd have been... Actually, I got a bin there. I just need to throw that in there in a comical manner, really, don't I? Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys liked it. So I assume everything's just going to go really wrong at some point in this. Things have been going quite well for a while. It reminds me of like in Game of Thrones, like if there was ever like a scene where things were quite tranquil. And it's just like, okay, what's gonna... There has to be drama to drive the plot forward, so... At what point do things go... Yeah. Which is also the name of a Battletoad as well, I believe. Is it Rash, Spitz, and... something else gross. Oh, Pimple. Is one of them called Pimple? Yeah. They've all got gross names. Oh, it's alright, Asper. There's been a few in there I didn't immediately get, and then it was like, oh, that's obviously what that is. No, I'm not saying it was a Battletoads reference. Funny thing as well, the character design, like the guy at Rare who redesigned Donkey Kong, he actually kind of revealed that Donkey Kong is basically just a Battletoads with like a tuft of gorilla hair above him. Like a similar kind of face, which you can kind of see if you compare the two. I don't have a Battletoad there to compare, unfortunately, but alas. Oh, could you actually play as General Leo, or is that the game just saying? Oh, I like his dog. Battle Toujutsu. I mean, that was rare as well, so at least at the time they were under the same house. Oh. Well, earlier, Locke was trying to get Celeste to speak. And... Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of nice character moments in this. Again, they're quite simple, but they're well told, and there's an impressive amount of quote-unquote sprite acting in this as well. So I don't think we've been here before. Kraken. Oh dear. Right, where are the I bought loads of shurikens earlier, so let's just use them as shadow. These are definitely new monsters as well, so that's quite cool. Yeah, I tried to look up some stuff as well, like that thing. Oh, nice! Did we get Gaia gear? I was reading in the guide earlier how good that is, the quote-unquote Gaia gear, so that's quite exciting. But also, where the hell has Locke gone? I looked away for a second. Has he been whirlwinded away, Pokemon style? Oh dear. But nice, I've heard the Gaia gear is meant to be really good in this game. So it might be worth us keeping an eye on that. Now, what is the actual thing we got? Oh no, I don't know where it is. Locke has returned to... Did his animation cell just like awkwardly shift up like in intervals like that? Yeah, I don't know where that Yeah, I was reading you could actually steal it on these islands in particular. So...
I'm in my mum's car.
That's quite exciting. Not as excited as that mum's car-based mischief, obviously, but... Right, let's try and... See if we can try and steal from this one. Oh, is that what they do? They snort and then... just go flying. Yeah, see if we can steal from this one. I was reading these islands are where you can get this really good gear, as I say. But, it looks like the chances of actually getting it are very low. I think we got lucky that first time, maybe. I mean, I've got the, was there something down there? I've got the, I've got equipment on that I think should make it easier for Locke to steal, although saying that, I don't know if, because we've got a different steal move on, we've got Mug, so I don't know if, oh, you're still alive, you doing alright? Yeah, still alive. I've kind of taken your advice, and I'm trying to focus on a few characters now. Although we've kind of been pre-scripted these ones at the moment. Actually, should I...
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
Oh dear. I guess I'll put, I can't remember. If Shadow has relics when he leaves, do you... Does he keep those? I know he keeps Espers, doesn't he? So... I kind of don't want to put an Esper on him, to be honest, but I guess we probably should. Let's at least put this one on. You can get the spells, Wait, what interest? Oh, is that the bearded, like that group of bearded guys from FF5, Kraken? 3 even, sorry. Oh, really still alive? Okay. I'll keep a close eye on that then. We'll stick playlist music on for a little bit as well. Just while we're in the overworld and hearing a lot of the music we've... Again, lovely, lovely music, but... So we can have requests on. Oh, I see, Cricket, right. I mean, they don't have any in the Famicom. In Famicom. FF3, really. I think your party kind of quote-unquote talks in FF3 on Famicom, but I don't think they have individual personalities, and then I think they added that for the DS remake, didn't they? Although they still end up being quite slight, don't they? But it's nice they did that at least, isn't it? Nice, Lachlan and Blizzards. I think Locke has got yeah, so Locke's got Shiva on. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that because I want him to. Oh my goodness! Oh my lord! Hello everyone from Seth Squid stream. Thank you so much. I'm getting spoiled with raids lately. I tell you what. And thank you for the bit as well, Cricker. Hello everyone. Thanks so much for raiding, Seth Squid. How are you doing? Yeah, no worries at all, Gooby. Thanks so much for tuning in. Oh, I hope your stream goes well. If you're still on by the time we finished, we can raid you if you want. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, everyone's giving me bits. Thank you, Athos. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid, Seth Squid. What a pleasant surprise. Thank you very much. God, as I said, we're getting spoiled at the moment, yeah. And hello, Gig Guy. How you doing? So we got Gig Guy, Tomica, Jackster. I think that's everyone who's posted. Sorry, I hope there's no one I've missed. Yeah, just doing a bit of FF6 at the moment. With playlist on because when we get into the overworld, we're hearing a lot of familiar tunes repeatedly. Very good tunes because this is a Final Fantasy game, so we do have some requests on as well. Kind of intermittently because obviously there are times we probably want to hear the in-game music. Yeah, thanks again, Gooby. Later. I need to make sure I'm doing raids back in turn. Everyone's being really nice on that front at the moment. Again, thank you everyone for raiding, tuning in, all that good stuff. I do appreciate it. Yeah, no worries at all. Still alive, and I really need to tune into a Robbo stream. A couple of people on here were talking about on Twitch were talking about Robbo earlier. Really made me want to try one of his streams. Hopefully in time. Yeah, maybe I should try regular steel with Locke. I don't know if that's better coupled with the relic that improves the steel chances. We'll have a look at that. But yeah. New town. Actually, yeah, I guess they're out in the sticks here a bit. They can't get that many visitors. Ooh, what do we like on? Yeah, I guess I'll buy those two for. Oh, he gets darts. That's interesting. Yeah, screw it. We're doing pretty well for money, so we can probably. Maybe not too much, but... Actually, that's the Gaia gear Oh, so I guess it's relatively available. Hey, thank you, Raiders. All the bits. Actually, one thing, the, where's streaming? Oh, that's a... Oh, there we are. Cool. I was a bit worried because if you look below me, there's the, it shows the last person who donated bits. Oh my goodness, this train won't stop. Thank you, guys. They're adding up. I don't know if that's like really slow to respond or maybe I just can't keep up with It did say cricket at some point, but I don't know. I'll keep an eye on that. I might not have set that up. Oh my god. Oh gosh. I could do with these banana coins. See if I can translate them in like in game. Can I translate those into guild maybe? That would be very handy. There we go. This is the weirdest form of mischief I've ever seen. But I like it. I think your bodacious radicalness, according to the bot, between both of you, I don't think it can be fully comprehended by the human mind by this point, right? There's so much of it that I like. How many is the notification up to date or okay, I think it is. Oh my goodness. Is this a game of like 99 bits of bits on the wall? Or however many, just counting them down? Thank you both. Thank you both. Hey, what did you, were you on Sims this evening, by the way? I think you do certain games on certain days, don't you? I want to say this. So were you on... I'm trying to think what I've seen you stream on Thursdays. My really bad memories are failing me there. We haven't really used that, actually, the Dragoon boots too. You were on Wii Party! Oh, nice! that plays just like Mario Party, right? I never really played that, or the Wii U version. You're on tomorrow as well, nice, on Mario 64. Oh, nice. Big thumbs up for Mario here, Mario 64 here, bodacious radical. Oh my. Like you can't leave for the clip. It's true. To use very contemporary language, everyone here is bodaciously radical. It is true. There's a weird atmosphere around this town. Everyone's not quite unfriendly, but they're weirdly distant. Yeah, like the innkeeper doesn't like strangers. This doesn't seem very conducive to your... Yeah, 1,500 for a... I think the tents cost less than that, and those two the same as Oh, you laughed out loud at that. One of my favourite sources of humour is just incredibly bizarre ways to phrase things, so... I guess that's what that is. Alright, Geek Guy knows what's up. We're being granted no admittance by a child. Is this, if the game is trying to make us, make us feel infantile in this moment, then mission accomplished. But yeah, we're basically here just to try and, all the espers went bonkers, but, damn kids. Yeah, so we're trying to calm all the espers, the big magical summon entities in this, basically. Toad just doing a little wave. Hello. So she's trying to... That woman's trying to hide the fact she could actually use spells. She definitely doesn't know who we are, does she? Or the fact we've got loads of... I mean, it's weird, the espers are loose, but we're still equipping them. We've got them on our person like they're Pokemon, basically. Oh gosh, don't give a child the ability to do spontaneous combustion like that. did the child go? Oh, there's graves there as well. But we've got kind of a hijinks thing, and there's... Actually, yeah, I don't know how PK Fire... Yeah, that was PK Fire, totally, wasn't that? He reckons. Cricket. Yeah. We just need the stream to lag now, just to make it the perfect, like, laggy Ness fight on Smash that always goes badly for the not Ness player. I played Ness a little bit in 4 as well. Not so much. I lost a few characters in Ultimate just because there's so many. Realistically, I want to play as all of them in that game. Yeah, so the pretending magic doesn't exist around here. It's somewhat curious. I mean, the fact there's visible gravestones here, I'm guessing there's some sadness. Ooh. Oh, is this an actual character? You get in your... God, there's so many characters in this game. You're supposed to post a funny video on your Discord about campy Samus. Oh, is Samus like, I played Samus a little bit. Is she notoriously campy? Yeah, I mean, I guess she's projectile based, isn't she? Oh, I think I've seen... Yeah, I love that character design of it. Strago. This has to have the most playable characters in a Final Fantasy game, surely. At least the mainline one. I think maybe like something like Tactics would probably technically beat it. I know there's games like the Suikoden games where I believe in those you get like just I think well above 50 playable characters. And I know Chrono Cross, the game just been streaming here and there. The PS1's sort of sequel to Chrono Trigger, that has loads of characters as well. I like that this reminds me of the Phoenix Wright games, or the Paper Mario games a bit actually, where there's acting through the how quickly or how slowly text appears. Where you can just tell he's sort of nervously, badly lying just by the juddery nature the text is coming through as. There's quite a lot of old man, like, I don't know if there's old woman characters, but there are quite a few old man characters you recruit in some of these earlier Final Fantasies. There's one in 5 as well, and I think at least one in 4. I guess it's because you associate an older character in this kind of world with being a wizard or such. Suikoden has 108, oh gosh. Did I cricket? Oh dear. Thank goodness I kind of subconsciously caught myself without realising that is what I was saying. Oh dear. Oh, just another playable character. Gosh. Oh, realm. I don't think I knew about these. I think I vaguely recognise him, but... God, I didn't expect to still be getting new characters by this point. Oh, I see, Cumber. That's quite cool, actually. Yeah, because I was thinking, like, how much room is there left on the, that screen where you swap out your party members. So that would make sense. So that bit of bagpipe in the song there as well. I like. Gosh, this is a very badly kept secret around here. Oh dear. I would be Realm in this situation. Oh. Oh, she hasn't done anything wrong. I mean, you
Get
can't.
in the robot. GG.
It's a bit unfair to expect a child to keep the secret of magic, of all things. Yeah, no worries, Asper. Thanks so much again for the raid. Again, I'm being spoiled with raids at the moment. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I hope work goes well, Asper. You take it easy. Later. Hello, Matt. Hello. How are you, Matt? Yeah, it's probably not that shocking there's given how much merchandise there is for Star Wars. Of course there's a Jar Jar Binks board game, but yeah. Oh, the dog follows her. Aw. This is terrible, he says. Oh. Shadow, you're cool, buddy, but... And I get it's part of your job, but I'm not sure I like that you might have just raised your dog purely to be an aggressor. Yes, it's quite... I had no idea about this section, honestly. I'm going into a lot of this game blind, while also obviously knowing some of the really famous sections, like the, like the opera scene and some of the other stuff. Hello, Jeff! Hello. Yeah, no worries at all. I started way later than usual, Jeff. Basically because I was trying to get back to where I was last night before I lost all my progress. But we're back there and then some now. Here we go, last page of the Sonic book. Hello, Ubellion! How you doing? Yeah, just in time for a Sonic joke. There's 4 more jokes left. Oh no, I've just remembered I've got 2 letters to write. Thank you for doing the redeem. Oh gosh. So I think the first one was redeemed by Cricken for Jeff Yard, and that was about telling him what a big nerd he is, I think it was. So we're going for 2 slides of the insult and compliment coin there. But yeah, so I'll post this on Twitter like Jeff did for me, bless him, for all his letters. Right. Knock knock. Who's there? Caterkiller. Caterkiller who? Caterkiller mouse. Knock knock. Who's... Oh, they're all knock knock jokes. It actually says bad knock knock jokes at the top as well, so I guess that means we can't complain. Right, knock knock. Ganondorf will be the last person to laugh at a knock knock joke. Knock knock. Who's there? I mean, they're all... I mean, okay, I'll give these ones credit. They're going by bad nicknames. So these are actually kind of Sonic jokes. So props for that, but yeah. Knock knock. Who's there? Burrowbot. Burrowbot who? Burrow bottle of vinegar makes chips taste even better. Ooh, gosh. Okay, no, Cricken. no, I think it was an attempt at a joke. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I could come up with better jokes based on bad nicknames. But yeah, let's get Marth on. So I'll try and focus the camera for this, but this Marth amiibo is an early one. And he has a really derpy face, the poor lad. I'll see if you can see it. I'm sorry if this becomes headache-inducing briefly. Oh, come on. Not because I'm in shot. can't make... Oh, you can... kind of. Sorry, that is a bit blurry. No, you can't make that out too well, but... I suppose it's probably not as bad as they can get, but he's a little derpy, the poor lad. He's gonna keep us, He shouted out Caterkiller. Oh, Jeff. Let's see if I can... oh god. Why am I pointing the camera that way? If I focus in... There's a Mario end of level series of stairs as well there that Pasty's got me one year for, oh gosh. Oh wow. No, you're not going to be able to see that, are you? I think I'm overestimating the resolution on this camera. Okay, that kind of works. Yeah, so... There's a bunch over there, basically. Probably between 20 to 30, I think? Maybe? Yeah, that... I was thinking, like, oh, this is cool, I can... Because I've got the cat phone on the stand, I can easily move it. That was less successful than perhaps initially intended. But yeah, all the figures here, those are not all of them are amiibos, a lot of those are. Like, you'll notice Bugs Bunny is in there, he's not an amiibo. As far as I know. And yeah, I have thought about, like, because I always feel a bit shitty if someone did the redeem and then someone does it again, like, a minute later. And it's like, well... I've kind of thought maybe do, like, a minimum of 20 minutes per one. I've moaned about this before, but I wish you could, set those redeems on a timer. Like, I'd ideally do that with the Sonic jokes instead of just, have them be free per stream. Just have it be, like, one every half hour or something. Cricket. Well, we have to wait for them to do, like, 32-player battle. You what the hell, dude? Oh, dear. I suppose it was becoming ASMR there, wasn't it? Cricket. Is that a big mood, is that, fellas? Yeah, it's, I'm hearing you going on, and DK. Let's actually play the game, shall we? Is this dog's name Interceptor? Wow. I mean, that's over the character limit of, a typical name in this. Yeah, so we've really had a little explore. I will say this is good joke-telling music. Ideally be with good jokes, mind you. You can have good joke-telling music or good jokes, I guess. You can't have both. So they talk about Straga being a warrior, so does that mean... Oh, there we go. So he's telling us to talk to the innkeeper. Yeah, so I'm curious if Straga will be a merchant, or like a merchant of our ship, or an actual fighter. Oh, there we go. We've gone from 1500 gil to 1. Hello, Graham. Oh god, sorry, Martha's out of frame. Hello, Graham. How are you doing, man? Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, it's a shame. Oh god, what did I miss this? What just happened? Yeah, it's a shame that, I thought it was so cool they were reporting that Ubelium, but yeah, it sounds like, can't be an easy job for the team. Hopefully they can patch it a bit. That's okay, Graf. Your spam is the best kind of spam. It's full of fun little cool emotes. You do what you want, sir, it's okay. Wait, where was the dog sleeping? Oh, just by the side. I thought it was gonna be like really cute, like the dog was sleeping on Shadow's like on his stomach or something. That's a weirdly prevalent RPG trope, actually. Some sort of fire going on in villages. I don't know if it'll outright burn the village down here, but a lot of villages get burned down in these games. That happens fairly near the start of FF4, actually. Shadow doesn't want anything to do with it. He's not being paid enough to, Yeah, is that for the better? Can I have honest opinions on that? Let's do a poll. Doesn't matter too much either way, I suppose. Chat text. Too big. Just right. Too big. Actually, I think you guys was I was really tempted to put bum as an option, but I actually do want feedback on that. Oh, and I also got a typo in there, so that's nice. Yeah, let me know. I've been no, I haven't, Grump. I think it's just because I'm sorry, this is really gross, but I think it's just because I'm sweating less today because it's not that warm. So I think it's able to. It's a new actor. Oh gosh. Oh wow, everyone seems to prefer it as it is now. Is that because of the ability to have bum in big letters, or? Well, it's tricky because I changed the chat overlay. There's a couple of options, and I've changed to one where oh my lord. B-U-M. Oh my goodness. Oh Jesus, you belly. You just like escalated that like into the stratosphere there. Oh, bloody heck. You alright? I guess the child. I mean, it's a child with grey hair, so maybe they're. Yeah, so sorry, I was saying like the chat overlay style now. You'll notice it now has usernames in full, which I think I'd probably prefer that. So it's no longer legendary ... It is now actually legendary Grum there, which is quite nice. Especially because we've had more than one username with legendary at the front in chat before, so. I'm hoping as well. It's still a pretty dark background, but if Meadolf posts in there with their black username, I'm hoping you can make it out. Oh, crap. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. Thank you very kindly. God, how many bits is that this stream? Oh, thank you so much. I really... Meadolf's been posting this whole time. Oh no. Hey, thank you, Cricket. That was timed quite well with him shooting the spell, really. Dude, there are lives on the line. Let him bloody use magic. Why aren't our guys using magic, actually? We know blizzards. Oh my god. Oh my lord, I'm getting spoiled lately. So many raids. Hello, Ribombi teacher. Thank you so much for the raids. I know. Oh my. What the, what the hell's going on? That's 4 raids tonight! Oh my lord, thank you so much. Dinistrio, no kidding, you raided like 10 seconds after someone else just raided. We've already had 2 raids tonight as well. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Both Ribombi and Dinistrio. Oh my lord. You're all being so nice to me tonight. Oh, thank you so kindly. Yeah, Ribombi, how did your stream go? And then Dinistrio, how did yours go as well? Hello Vixen. Who we got? So we got sorry, chat's been a pain. Let me try this. Okay. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Crazed Artist. Yeah, I was thinking like, wait, Vixen. It's like, oh, that's right. Yeah, Hope you're doing well, Vix. I never know whether to use real names or usernames for people I actually know in real life. I tend to stick to usernames, but if that's not weirdly impersonal. But so Ribombi, Dilly and you were doing Blaze Black, White. Oh, cool.
Okay.
Oh, of course, Ribombi. Yeah. Yeah, that's so funny that in that podcast you were all doing on the stick playlist on for a sec. Thank you Aidas again. Yeah, it's so funny that I bumped into Distrio, who I know in real life, on that Potato Army podcast, which again you all did so well on that. That was such a great podcast. I'll promise not to, aside from this one time, I'll promise also not to mention Wobbuffet as well, Ribombe. And what have your opinions on. But yeah, that was a lovely podcast. Anyone who didn't see that, it's really worth looking up the VODs for that. I'm gonna get this wrong, aren't I? Is it Potato Army TV? I might be wrong on that. I'll do the shout out and... No, it's not. Sorry, but that's it. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I always forget the extra T. Yeah, definitely check out the VOD on that. Thank you for the follow as well, Vixen. Thank you very kindly. Very much appreciated. Yeah, welcome everyone. We're playing a game I've been meaning to get to for about 15 years now, so... Nearly took half a lifetime, but we're here playing Dave Benny. We're
Okay.
oh goodness, thank you for the follow. I'm very sorry if I get this wrong. Name Runya? Is that Name Runya? I'm very sorry if I get that wrong. I'm very bad at pronunciation and other things. Oh my god! Oh, you're all being too nice to me. I haven't heard any of this. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription, Heisman. Thank you so very kindly. Really appreciate it. Enjoy all the emotes, and thank you for shouting them out, Crickham. Yeah, no worries at all, Camber. I know it's quite late. Thanks so much for tuning in. You take it easy, man. Oh god, 27 viewers. I'm not used to that many. Hiya, Heisman. Thank you so much for subscribing. That was a really nice surprise. Hope you're doing well. Will you play more Intelligent Cube? I love how weirdly creepy that game is, Intelligent Cube on PS1. Just this weird puzzle game that takes place in the dark void that is kind of intimidating, but also, I don't know, it kind of clicks satisfyingly, doesn't it, if you do well at it. Thank you so much, Adas. Thank you very kindly. Gosh, you're all too nice. Oh, thank you to Distrio. I do appreciate that. Love the DK theme. Oh, thank you, Name Run, yeah. Yeah, it's we've got a kind of a Donkey Kong theme going on. It's well, I mean, he's right here. He's usually in the corner there, but we have a reward redeem where people can change the character there. So we've got a little Marth there with a bit of a dodgy face on him, the poor lad, because it's early amiibos where the manufacturing quality wasn't always top notch. But yeah, well, again, thank you so much, everyone. This is also oh god, this is also humbling. And thank you for the host as well. Thank you kindly, Graham. It looks like, yeah, I could see that a bit. Yeah, it's obviously based off like the Smash 4 design, which I guess Shadow Dragon would have been the most recent one, wouldn't it? Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, I do. I'm actually using a Switch Pro controller, funny enough, but yeah, I play Smash. I play mirrored Smash, as you can see from the camera, with the text the wrong way around. But yeah, big fan of Smash. We have streamed it a few times on here. Although, admittedly, I just tend to tune into other people. I just tend to tune into other people's Smash streams. But yeah, just quick context. Poor lad here, his granddaughter's in the building on fire. For reasons we don't know yet, magic's not allowed in this film. Thank you, Adas. Okay. Yeah, magic's not allowed in this village and everyone pretends they don't use it. But I think desperate times call for who... Oh, Jesus, they made that worse. Sorry, I just realised we got the game sound muted as well. There we are. It looks like The Sims. Yeah, this could easily be The Sims, couldn't it? It needs to be at an isometric angle for it to be like Sims 1, but... I'm expecting the Grim Reaper to come along any moment. I've got all this flammable fire rods. Oh dear. Stab an order. Fair play, you know, go in and save his granddaughter. Fair play too. Gosh. Oh, blimey, that's a good fire effect for snares, isn't it? There's so many cool kind of action set pieces. Have a hotel. Well, this is 94. Sims was 2000, right? Oh, good. Is that going to be a bomb or balloon? They always have weird enemies, these are. Oh, this guy is, So this guy is a fighter. Surely that's got to do a lot to them, right? Because that's water. There we are. Hello, Calvsy. Yeah, the character designs are so cool in this. Matt. Oh dear.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for the follow, Calvsy. Very much appreciated. Whereas we're step into a flaming building. Oddly enough, there is actually a Fireman game on SNES. I think just called the Fireman. And it does look like a top-down RPG like this. I think it is just an action game, but really cool little title that. I think you can get quite a bit of mileage out of putting out fire in games.
How did it burn? How did it burn?
Poor Nick. This is a terribly stressful situation for him to try and relive. Tell you what, actually, we'll oh, I think I changed that to... Oh, damn, we don't have... Oh, no, I've just thought... We're not going to lose Shadow for a while, I hope, because that's a really good estimate to get someone up to speed with, but he's got it equipped. And if he goes away, with that, it's not going to be the end of the world for us, but that's going to be quite annoying. I wasn't expecting him to go away as soon as he has, basically. Oh dear. Do we still want Kate Sith on? No. We'll go with, oh, which one's the... Yeah, bear with me on this. There's quite a lot of admin in this game as well. There we go. That one maybe for the gravity spell. Yeah, I mean, we're quite lucky. We just got this guy and we're going against fire enemy. Loads of fire enemies, so he's just got to move. He's just got to move that shoots loads of water everywhere, so... Perfect for that. No, Crab, as far as I know, I didn't do any rug placement next to fireplaces. I hope not. That would be the stupidest thing I've done. It would be up there. Hey, this. Well, you know what all this heat reminds me of, as well, Anus? I bet you can't guess where I'm going with this. Oh, Heisman as well,
A radiator. You can't have enough of them, really.
I don't know why that came to mind, but it did. Sorry, we're getting quite in-jokey now. We're not cliquey here, honest. Maybe a little bit. But yeah, it's I think we're probably about it's funny this is like the 8th stream I think we've done on this. I think we're still a bit less than halfway. I'm not completely sure. I am loving it, but it is also much longer than the typical game we play on here. Oh, really? Yeah, because I have to be honest, I don't know where you would go to buy Radiant. Like, I mean, I can probably guess, like... any kind of home improvement place, I guess. I mean, you know, there's like certain products where it's like, oh, it's not immediately obvious where you'd get that. 60 radio. Oh god, that guy from that Agatha Christie game would have had a field day with that, Adus. That's magnificent. It's for a change of pace. We won't use his water move, although might as well, really. But yeah, look how cool these visuals are for the SNES. It's a relatively late SNES game. 94. The SNES kind of, or Super Nintendo, arguably lived until about 97. Yeah, and 97, there was like maybe 4 games coming out for it that year. So like mid, but mostly late kind of lifespan for it. And yeah, they definitely went out with a bang with this series on there, and then Chrono Trigger probably arguably even looks a little better than this. That's a gorgeous little squared about RPG. Yeah, Calcy, yeah, I did the train sections relatively early, isn't it? And because I was using save-in, I did have to suplex the train multiple times. Which, aside from the hilarity of that, that was actually a genuinely useful tactic. Because that does a lot of damage, that amazing suplex that he does. Oh dear. Whatever, well. Oh, Dinistro, I didn't know you were a FF6 fan. Oh, nice. What system did you play it on? It's a shame I never got it on GBA back in the day, because I played 1, 2, and 5 on GBA way back when. But for whatever reason, I never got around to... And I've wanted to get to this game for so long. I've often heard it's like... I think it's generally considered the best of like the first 6 Final Fantasies, isn't it? I think either this... It'd be one of the SNES 3 people would consider the best, but I think usually this one... Although 5 has got a big cult following, and I do really like 5. Oh, is that always going to be an ambush door? Okay, we won't do that again. Oh no, Kelsey, yeah, hello, Mongoose. And to answer your question, yes, without question. Yep. He is too, unfortunately. Oh, you both played it on PS1, yeah, It's a shame, because I think in a way, those are some of the more... Like, those are all like on PSP and such, aren't they, those PS1 versions? So they're relatively accessible in terms of trying to get them, but... As long as I've known they've existed, I've always heard how bad the load times are on them. It might not have been too bad if you were like used to PS1 load times back in... Oh gosh. Oh no, the old fellas are... Get that old lad. Yeah, like part of the reason it took me so long to play this game is I didn't know which version to play. And I've basically just settled on the SNES version, but with a fan-made ROM hack that just fixes some stuff. Kind of takes some elements, including aspects of the translation from the Game Boy Advance version. Fixes loads of bugs, all kinds of things like that. That just seemed like a reasonable compromise. Usually I'd go for the Steam version in a case like this, but the PC version of this game is weird. It's kind of notoriously... It's like 10 different art styles mashed together, coupled with an ugly mobile game interface that doesn't work on a big screen. It kind of shamefully on Square Enix's part, it seems very cobbled together in a way that this game deserves so much better than that. It's a bit of a shame, really. Like, I'd happily give them money for it. Well, I mean, I bought this on Wii Virtual Console and never got around to it on there, so... At least I have paid money for it if I am basically pirating it here. Just don't tell me, alright? Like, I've paid money for this, I think that makes it okay. Oh, well, funny thing, Calvsy, that's the first Final Fantasy game I ever finished. For the longest time, the only 2 Final Fantasies I'd finished were 3 and 5. I swear I wasn't trying to be the world's lamest hipster and deliberately going for the most obscure entries in the series, just for whatever reason. Because, it's because I didn't have a PS1 growing up, so... My first Final Fantasy game at all, actually, was Tactics Advance on GBA, and then we had Crystal Chronicles on GameCube as well. A game I've got a big soft spot for. I do get why people had issue with it. And actually, I think the first core Final Fantasy I played might have been 5, because I remember playing it as a ROM very briefly in, like, 2002, I think, when my brother and I were just trying out loads of ROMs on the internet. And that's how you played it. That's how you played 3, was it, Calvsy, via ROM? Nice. Yeah, that was back when they would say, like, delete this ROM within 24 hours or the police will barge your door open. Which was obviously, that was not going to get them out of hot water if they landed in that, but as an 11-year-old, that message terrified the hell out of me, so I just... I think I might have still kept the ROMs, but I very much still, like, kind of contemplated it. Like, should I be keeping these? Am I going to land in trouble over this? Perhaps not terribly shockingly, I did not. Yeah, I love this stuff as well. I like this in I like this kind of customization for the Espers. Like, I like it reminded me of I have played through Final Fantasy IX. I played through the Steam version of that. It reminded me of, in that game, you could get like abilities from equipment. So I love just cycling out all kinds of equipment across the characters, even if it was like weaker equipment, just to like level up and get the like get the ability off them. Oh, you did like 3. I had fun with 3, but it is a bit of a mean game, isn't it? Like, it's got quite cruel difficulty balance, and in particular the final dungeon on 3, even on the remake where you'd think they might ease up a bit, they made it so you had to restart from the beginning of that dungeon if you game overed, and of course I game overed at like 2 AM playing it once. I was so mad. I think I did it, I don't know if it was the next evening, because that incentivized me to just grind for ages just to level up all my characters. I think I was very under-leveled by that point, so... There we go. I have had PlayStation since, I was like the one person in my class who didn't have a PS1. It's a shame in retrospect. I've come to like the PS1 library quite a lot through like emulation or playing them on PSP via the PlayStation Network as well. Oh, I forgot about this. What's this weird thing they do where they make our characters disappear? Right? Well, I might as well use these sooner, I guess, and also try and mug this flaming ball of whatever you'd call it. There we go. I can't remember what happens if you... Well, no, we come back to corporeal form, it looks like, so... I guess it's not too bad. Oh, they're gonna... this is like a parent's fireball who weaponizes their children, which I'm not terribly okay with, if I'm honest. I don't think that's very, I don't think that's very, that's a good moral to go by, to be honest. Oh, it's just a shame that Terra's got this really cool thing where she transforms like this, and she can, it doubles her attack or magic power, but at least this early on, I think you can have it for longer later in the game. But we don't really get to use it too much. Okay, no more thunder. Did I not, I was trying to find her Blizzard spell. Do we not have that for her? We got regular Blizzard, but not Blizzara, I think it is. Choose all the espers as well. I'm not always completely sure what they do. You don't always get much notation in game on what they do. So we'll keep an eye on that. Oh, they use them reflect now as well. Maybe I should be using more buffs as well, actually. Yeah, go on then. The old fella, bless him, I think he takes quite a bit of damage, so... Stick shell on him. There we are. I'll just keep using this... Oh, actually Revenge Blast! That could be quite cool. Let's give that a go, shall we? Oh, actually maybe that would have been a good time to do his group water attack as the, all those ones come back in. Yeah, I think I probably want to get shut in quite a lot. That's squishing wizards are squishing. Hello again, still alive. How was Robbo stream? Yeah, I wasn't expecting another character again in this. Still alive. I was quite surprised to see we get. I think I have seen this character briefly in like screenshots of this game and such, but I generally knew of the other ones, like I knew of like Sabin and such. Right, let's just go all in, shall we? I think I'm probably fairly decent level on this, so we should be okay generally for... Oh, Blizzara, here we are. Yeah, it does quite a lot of damage. Ooh, there we are. I assume this is probably considered, I don't know if it's considered one of the easier Final Fantasies overall. Actually, we were saying in chat earlier, weren't we, actually? Someone was saying this does get harder later on. But it's not been too bad so far. I haven't I've usually only game overs when I'm really being incredibly silly with my decision. But I suspect it is quite a long game, so I suspect we will have some difficulty to come. Oh, there they are. Oh, doggo! Yeah, this house is gonna collapse with us all in it, isn't it? Get him, doggo! What was his name again? It was a really kind of weird practical name, you might say it now. Oh, nice one. He is really cool, Shadow. But we do need to get our Esper pack off him in case he keeps it. They should really, this game should really just get, when Shadow leaves your party, he should just, like, drop his Esper as he does that, shouldn't he, really? Oh. Yeah, usually when you get burned in a village in an RPG, it usually ends up being pretty fatal for someone, but thankfully not the case here. Yeah, I guess they, I guess they were probably trying to hide from the Empire the fact they could use magic and such. Oh, the village of the Magi. Oh. Was that Magi? Long ago, humans used magicite to gain magical powers. They came to be known as Magi. After the War of the Magi, the Espers fled to the New World behind the sealed gates. They wish to live peacefully without fear of being used by humans. They left us here to fend for ourselves. Though we were feared by normal people, everyone still felt the misery of that rule. So they sent people to hunt us down like animals. There weren't even any gosh. Even though the only difference was that you could use magic. A few magi escaped here that were our ancestors. Our power of magic thins through the bloodlines over time, but some of it remains. They can help us with the Espers. I'll let her come along. It'll be a lark. We've got a cool airship, but well, actually, it's full of casino stuff, so maybe it's not appropriate for a child. There's like roulette tables and everything. Interceptor. That's a weirdly impersonal name for a dog, isn't it? But I guess it kind of fits that. Shadow would call him kind of a practical name like that. All the mountains to the west. Espers consider it holy ground. Oh, Shadow's buggering off. Oh, that! Please don't tell me that means we. Oh, have we lost Shadow? Oh, I really want that Esper back. Still alive? Do you, or anyone who knows this game, do you know if that means... Oh wait, there's his theme song. Right, don't go off before we get the Esper back off you, sir. Oh, he's being fanked. Oh no, he's going off. No! Don't let him go away, he's got alright, I didn't expect him to go that soon. Oh, thanks for your sympathy, still alive. I assumed we could have one on him briefly, like he didn't have that for that long. Wait, okay. We're okay. I think it might be this hack, actually. I think this hack might have it so he unequips whatever he has when he goes. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Thank God. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back in a second. I might look that up. But yeah, I think maybe one of the niceties of this hack is he just loses whatever he has on him when he goes. Which I'm very relieved about, frankly. Yeah, no worries at all, Matt. Thank you so much for tuning in, fella. I hope you have a nice night's sleep. You take it easy, man. Good night. Yeah, I think we'll very quickly BRB. God, that's a relief. You know what? If cheating means we have less of a headache, so be it. Yeah, back in a second, everyone. Hello again. Right. There we are. Cool. I've got such a clumsy setup here. It just occurred to me I should probably try and get the microphone up a bit higher. So my way of doing that is put it on loads of game and DVD, like one DVD case I had over there. The mic's currently on the Conan the Barbarian film DVD, which I don't think I've ever actually watched. So hooray for that, I guess. But yeah, I think this mic benefits from being quite close to me. Maybe I'd probably just get a taller stand for it, I think. But yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, I need to do some tweaking around here, I think, with our setup. Oh, you could use rods as items during battles. Oh, cool. Oh, they break after being used. So is that what they are? They're not like equip items, the rods. Oh. Yeah, I assume those would be... Oh, are they? Are they? You can equip them as a... Oh. Oh, stick relics on it as well. This gets overwhelming trying to remember what would be good relics for certain characters. So we've got so many by this point. I mean, look at all this. Actually, have we got the... Yeah, we've got earrings. Those are meant to be very... There we go, they boost magic, and this guy's all magic, basically, so... we can quite happily go for that. Oh, they are, but you can also use them as items. That's quite cool. He can learn some of the spells that he sees monsters use. Of course, he can't very well learn the spell if he's asleep or confused. Oh, that's cool, so... Basically, all he needs to do is just be in a battle when an enemy's using spells. And he can learn that from them. That's really cool. I assume Realm gets involved somehow, because she got a character introduction. And we could change her name as well, in a way that... Usually that means you end up recruiting that character. My house burned down. Poor Finn. That's what you get for not letting us in. Oh, no. No, that's a bit cruel. Even if he didn't let us in, he didn't deserve to have his livelihood destroyed. Poor Finn. I think they'd probably be safe by now in the fact they use magic, but... Yeah, maybe keep that secret. Yeah, no worries at all, name run. Yeah, thank you so much again for the follow. God, you're up really... Actually, I don't know where you're based, actually, so it's 2 minutes to midnight here, so... If you're up in 5 hours by those standards, that is very, early. In any case, I hope you have a good night's... I assume night. I assume you'll have a night's sleep, but yeah, thank you so much, name run, yeah. Have a good one, alright? Later. Yeah, I forgot to look it up, but I assume we can guess that we're safe putting relics on Shadow. So I'm so grateful, because it's a bit mean to the player, really, isn't it? I don't know if that's like a Finn later games. Oh, 1 AM there. Oh, there we go, yeah. I'm assuming somewhere Europe. But yeah, take it easy, name run, yeah. Good night. Yeah, I think we're probably okay for these. Maybe I should try the... I think I have used Dragoons and I have gone for Dragoon classes in other Final Fantasy games, so that might not be a bad shout, that one. Oh, no, I didn't want to buy that. I'm saying that though, like we've already got a pair. We don't need to buy more. Right, they said go to the mountains to the west. Have we not, It is funny, because we had the, airship earlier, so we could have actually, I don't think I actually did this, but we could have actually gone here earlier if we wanted to. Which is really cool, kind of a way to, it's sort of like a way. This game's pretty good at it. It does give you a little bit of non-linearity. There is ultimately like one path you need to take, but it does let you do certain things out of order or explore a little bit, which is really nice. Right. Yeah, we don't have our airship at the moment. So, oh, he's got a few. Oh, he's got self-destruct. You know what? Let's not rush to use that one. I hope we're okay with me not going for self-destruct. Do throwing stone though. That'd be a laugh. Yeah, it's quite cool that like the game before this, Final Fantasy V, you pick your job for each character, but this is one of the ones. It's like 4 where you it's more a case of you get characters with predetermined classes. And there's advantages to both designs, of course. You can do a lot of fun experimental stuff with the job system in games like Final Fantasy V, but then in something like this, they can actually really hone the game balance around they know what kind of skills you'll likely have and what to expect. It works quite well both ways, I think. But yeah, 5 is one of my other favourites, definitely. I think I really love the SNES trilogy. I'd probably say I like 4 the least, but I still like it quite a bit. Like 4, Final Fantasy 4 is a really groundbreaking one in terms of there's a lot of stuff that game is doing, which is pretty crazy by console storytelling standards of when it came out, which I think was 91. I know there is still like a section of fans who do prefer 4 over this, which is, you know, very fair, of course. But yeah, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if this ends up being my favourite Final Fantasy, honestly. I really do like it. I'd say my current favourites are 5 and 7. Roughly joint together, give or take. I love this, all the characters learning the spells from these Espers, and again, it is. I always joke it's me getting excited at spreadsheets, this kind of thing, but they're really cool spreadsheets. What do I want him to do next? Oh, I don't think he's got any. Yeah, we'll get Cure spells in him next. I think I just want every character without fail to have Cure at least. Yeah, I don't think I'll change them immediately anytime soon. Yeah, just look how nice the tiling, like background work is in this. It's so good. Oh, there we go. We stole a high potion. Yeah, I really love stealing stuff in these games. Even if it's like, oh, you got a potion and you had to use like 5 potions to get that in the first place anyway. Wait, we looped back on ourselves. Wait, who is that? Hello? Was this the character that ran it and out? Yeah, I think, oh no, he doesn't have race, because we really just got him. I think Terra has Rose. Oh no, that'll be up here. Yeah, Terra has Rose. The thing is, I've got so many Phoenix Downs though, I'm still generally using those. I like that Terra can be in this form long enough now to usually get an attack or spell in. Although her attack didn't do much good there. I don't know if it's weaker. Oh, I think this enemy's just weak, just strong against attacks, maybe. Oh dear. Let's go all in. Hello, Garge. Oh, is that you playing 51 all-time classics? I'm quite tempted to get that. I might see if there's kind of an online scene for it within our Twitch group, and I'll definitely try out the free version they're putting up. Oh, I need to actually get everyone's health up to speed. So yeah, I think a few of the characters have Ray still alive, although, as I said, I don't have too much use for it at the moment. Is that the one that turns into stone, I think? Oh, or just kills them. Cool. I'd say that. Yeah, really cool spell effects in this as well. Yeah, I like how quickly these battles go. We've got fast forwards if we really want to speed through them. Which I appreciate. I do love turn-based combat, but I do want it to go by quickly, and especially have the option to speed it up. That's one thing they do very well with a lot of the Final Fantasy re-releases, actually. They usually give you the option to fast forward at will, which, I mean, these are such long games, and I think especially for people revisiting them as adults when they might have less time, it's such a nice feature to have where they can just speed through the games a bit more. I can't remember, is it Gold Needle that's under stone status? Oh, break Petra. Okay, yeah, so I could use break on Locke there to undo his petrified status. Nice. Yeah, we'll take advantage of that. Oh, he's got a rupee next to his name. That doesn't seem so bad. Yeah, let's have a... Oh, Gold Needle is that one. Oh yeah, we've got Gold Needles for days, so... Actually, I'll tell you what, if they're gonna... maybe we should have... Which one protects from petrification? There we go. So that one does it on its own. Is there any... Yeah, that might be the only one there. Okay, yeah, we'll get that on the characters generally, I think. There we go. So you get that as well. Actually, I can't remember how many we have. Have we got one for Terra as well? Yeah, we have those. Oh, I see. Okay, only Asuna can. We've got Asuna for Terror at least. I think someone else might have it. Oh, really? God. Is there, how deep does the strategy go on Connect 4? I suppose there's a bit of mind games going on, aren't there? I suppose you could say. Do we, at what point can we start to group magic attacks as well in this? I really want that. For pretty obvious reasons, I guess. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think we have a few remedies. Though it's the kind of item I'm very reluctant to use because it's so good, of course. How are you doing, Graham? You in work tomorrow, Graham? Good answer. Let's just be lazy and do attack, attack, attack. Even though these are all... Actually, none of these characters are very strong physically, so... that might not be the best call, really. Bit tired, are you? Nah, fair. Hey. Everyone curious. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Nearly there, Grub. Hopefully I can be on this again tomorrow, and if I am, I'll try and be a bit earlier than you then. Damn straight, Mongoose. Damn straight. Nice, is Strago at a good point in terms of... You do the right, Crook. Have you played anything? You barely, you've spent the last half hour studying assault rifles. Gosh, what's your takeaway from? What's your primary takeaway from that, Ubelia? I mean, I can visualize what they look like because of video games and movies as well, I guess. Yeah, we'll keep that on. Keep that on you. I think it's you we might change. Oh, actually, I want everyone to have shells, so maybe I'll get you on... I'll get him on that one. Oh, you're playing, Judgment, nice. Oh gosh, Koch. We wish you best of luck on that. Guards, let us know when we win, so we'll do the victory sound effect in chat for you. You'll try and start before 10 AM, Grum. Oh, fair. I hope you can get a good night's sleep, Grum. Oh, do they have to specifically target, Strago for that? Still alive. Oh, well done. You know what that calls for. Sorry, wrong one. There we go. Oh, thank God. I think I remember the AI being quite brutal in 42 all-time classics on DS, if I recall. Kind of the prequel to that Switch game. Just making sure you can accurately follow the... Oh, blimey! You studied up for a test of some kind? Or just kind of curious, is it, Ubelia? Oh, I think you did stream that, didn't you, Cricken? I do remember that now. Yeah, it'd be cool to see you on that again. Oh, what does Libra do again? Well, there's a couple of later quality of life things I do miss a little bit in this. One of them is I really want to look up what the spells are. Libra does sound... That's one of the annoying ones where I recognise it, but I can't remember what it does. Oh, creative writing. Oh, that's right. I remember you were talking about doing creative writing before. Oh, good on you, man. Fair play. Doing your homework. Yes, that's it. So Libra tells you about the opponent. Actually, I think I'll change, oh, we got Golden Shield, nice. It's for when school properly opens up, is it? I mean, it shouldn't be any time soon, but I think even Wales were talking about opening stuff up again, right? Which, no, we're not ready. Okay. Now we all got blown away. I'm glad that's not game over, at least. Bit of a shame, though, because we skip on the experience points in that case. Yeah, so can anyone... Oh, I think I've already got a gold shield anyway. Oh gosh. Does that have like achievement, like in-game achievements or something like that, Garge? I'm trying to remember the structure of the DS game, if that kind of had something similar. I do remember playing that DS one online quite a lot. Wanting to open up your heart without closing. So profound, Javelia. Good on you, mate. That's really got me. I can kind of guess the kind of genre you're writing. The statues of the Warren Triads. Fate letters are carved in the back of them. Say, old man, what exactly is the Warren Triad? Look at us sneaking them out in the top right corner. Oh, it's got medals. I think the DS one might have had that actually as well. That's quite nice. 'Cause I always think with a compilation of games like that, it's nice if you can kind of add an overriding structure or achievement system. That's one thing I quite like with, like, say, some retro compilations from like the PS2 era, where it's quite nice if you can kind of branch the games together in some way with some kind of thing like that. Yeah, open-ish is it, Quicken, yeah. With these schools, yeah. They're the gods of magic. Oh god, it's been on the Ocarina of Time music for the three goddesses, well. Terra can feel that power. Source of all magic created the Espers. Espers made images of their creators, placed them in holy ground. They represent power beyond all comprehension. Our Espers no doubt came to this island to bask in all this magical power. That makes it sound like they're getting a suntan or something. Hidden somewhere beyond the reach of humans. I do. There's quite a bit of that with like characters off in the background doing something. Like we had that on an earlier mountain in this game with like another character kind of hopping about the place. After centuries of fighting one another, the three realised they accomplished nothing. In the rare moments of mutual clarity, they agreed to seal themselves away from the world. With the last ounce of energy, they gave the Espers back their own free will. They then transformed themselves into stone. Their only request was that the Espers keep them sealed away for all eternity. Oh gosh. Surprise! There he is, there's that little scamp. Oh god, I gotta love Ultros, the weird purple octopus that keeps antagonizing us in this game, including trying to ruin our opera. You think Cricken's operating a Smash Brothers dojo? Yeah, I'd be willing to go with that head cannon as well. Oh gosh. Shiny there, beast. Hey, Squidball, don't you ever learn? They always said I was a slower learner, but I eat fast. Alright, you. Oh, he's just thinking about you. I have more lives than I do arms. He's kind of a... Ultros is kind of the secret mascot of this game. It's very curious. Let's just go nuts with our Espers. Yeah, it's such a funny character. This it's just sort of, they're like the recurring villains of these games. The kind of joke ones. There's one like this in 5 as well. Well, just a. It's not an octopus in 5. It's just a guy, but he's quite funny. You know, sort of the Team Rocket type way. You don't take them too seriously. Ooh, Thunder does good. Look at Ultras just shuffling about the place. Oh, wow. Right, let's cure Locke of his confusion. Oh, that doesn't actually undo it. Oops. Bad. Oh, I didn't realise that's where you would. Oh gosh, Crooked, that's. No, I didn't catch on to that either. Oh, blimey. I don't think that's the kind of book Ubellion's writer. I would hope not. Don't use this sooner on. Ah! Oh, he's been a right pain, Ultros. He's confusing all of us. Oh, he's. It is confusing. He's poisoned us. Antidote it is. Oh, thank God. That was a miserable period of Right. First of all, let's try and steal whatever you've got. And then we're going to use... Oh, I think we've really stolen them. I don't know, Ultros seems quite jolly. I think Ultros is okay with where they are in life. They just want to be a bit of a nuisance. Beware his trial elemental attack. Well, in turn, matey, beware our thunder, which you... Ooh, gosh. I guess beware his thunder as well. He's such a funny design though, isn't he? He's such a goof. Ooh, Ubellion, who are you gonna pick? I hope you don't mind, Cricket. We've had Marth on quite a while now, at least. I just don't want like people to do like that redeem like within 2 minutes, as I say. But that's been quite a while up, hasn't it? Okay, though. Give me a second. Oh, I see. Cricket could actually be desired in that case to make me keep having to get up. That would be quite funny. But yeah, I needed some redeems quite desperately, so... Oh, he better. There he is. I should get Celeste as well, shouldn't I? These were going for really cheap at one point. I think after Amiibo Festival was a bit of a dud. I assume they've probably gone up in price because of New Horizon, right? Can we at least make that like 30k? Should it come to that? Oh dear. There we go. Oh jeez. I haven't just accidentally agreed to that, have I? I'd rather not. Yeah, we're struggling a tiny bit health-wise. I'm just inching forwards. I think, is that what we're trying to do? Just trying to get him away from us, basically. I hope not, because he's really close to us, so not doing that very well. Oh, jeez. Why is this, like, harder than the last boss, but this just has regular music to it? Okay, we're gonna use, I don't think I've used level once, really, but... Terra's, Oh, I don't use, Oh, we don't need you to speed up, mate. Hope I'm not making a nuisance of myself. So sorry. Too late for that. Well, can we see if we can slow him down, actually? Oh, I keep forgetting Terra's got blind status on her, so... Let's get that off her, actually. I don't know if that actually worked or not. There we are. Oh, he's low on health now. Oh, low on magic points even. Oh, well, he's quite low on health as well, so... There he goes, inching back. God, do we have to get him all the way to the left side of the screen? Ooh. Oh, jeez! You want to just, like, kick him in the shins after attacking him twice like that? He's still alive, though, so... I'm quite happy, really. Yeah, we'll go. I don't know why this fight's so weirdly difficult. Go away from us. You're not welcome, matey. This honestly might be one of the hardest fights we've done to this point. I kind of wish I'd, The tricky for this, we're running out of magic points. Oh, there we are. Hello. There's a little granddaughter. Silence, you fool, she's gonna save us from the horrible purple octopus. Oh, is she gonna... Well, I think Ultros has a bit of the full of himself thing going on, so he'll probably love getting a painting from her. Say, sweetie, who are you? How dare you? I am the great Ultros. Realm and Ultros. Do I want to even know what's next? Listen, Ulti. Oh, he's being so infantilized, isn't he? Why don't you pose for me so I can draw your... I'm not one of your kiddie friends. Don't talk to me as if I were. I don't want a portrait. Oh. Oh, Charles, you made her cry, though. I'm just gonna jump off this ledge. Jesus. She's trying to... This is such a weird sequence. With these sentimental bagpipes. Yeah, same. I love that with this game. I think this game both does drama and goofy nonsense really well. It's really fun. Like, it's... And I think Final Fantasy gets goofier than I think we sometimes remember, right? Like, I mean, 7 is also goofy as hell at times. Playing President Guards, what? What are you up to? She may actually make you look bad. That line was not in the SNES original localization, surely. And maybe it was. Don't be so heartless. Look how much cartridge space they wasted on just all these full stops. Oh, alright. Uncle Ulti really wants you to do his portrait. This is why people say this game is a pioneer of emotional storytelling. At any rate, come here. What? Oh, are we still attacking? Are we? Oh, he's still going after us then? Oh, Realm's in our team now as well. Oh, cool. I do love going into it. Oh, I see. We can actually sketch. She's got a sketch. Oh my goodness. How can this be? I'm nothing more than a stupid octopus. Did he not realise? I was awesome, wouldn't I be? Oh, he's just gone as well. I think we defeated Ultros through the pain of self-realization. How awful. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have you along. Hey. Banter. The Espers have sworn to keep the god's power from me, the booze. You're really making me want 51 all-time. It is 51 all-time classics it's called, isn't it? Or like Clubhouse. Because it was called Clubhouse Games in America, the DS version. So I think they've kind of combined the titles for that, haven't they? So does that sketch thing just like mirror the enemy's attack, basically? That's quite cool if so, because both those two characters we got, this one and this one, they basically both just kind of mirror enemies' abilities. Only 1,001. Oh, 51 worldwide games, that's it, yeah. Yeah, it's surprisingly gorgeous, that game, as well. I was watching the Nintendo Life video review of it, Garge. Really pretty water in it, so props for that. Do we... Yeah, I guess we'll keep that on you. Yeah, I want you to learn Fire. Although actually, where are you on... Yeah, okay, no. We'll keep you on that. Oh, she doesn't do Espers at all. Wow, okay. No, she does. I was just looking at the wrong menu. Oops. Yeah, this is just... you can see why I want this. On everyone, they just learn those 3 spells so quickly with that. Cricket. Oh dear. We need the ROM hack that restores that title to the Western version, which is clearly meant to be, but then they had to go back on that. Actually, when did we last save? Oh no, okay. That's okay. Get yourself to the clubhouse with Reggie and such. It is cool to see Reggie is still about doing stuff, isn't he? It's quite cool to see. He's yeah, still about doing this film. He's most likable. Like, he was a CEO, right? Like he's probably the only CEO I can think of. I mean, he did have to be a bit kind of can't say anything PR kind of guy. He's probably sort of I think his hands were tied because of Nintendo of Japan having the power and such, but he's still alive. Yeah, he's still alive. That's nice. I like that he's still alive. That is indeed good. His new chairs. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. The chair. This is the sort of thing where I bet people go up to him as a joke to say, "Oh, when's Mother 3 coming?" And I'm sure by this point he's probably sick of people joking about it, let alone people actually. Although I think he's in on the joke a bit as well, isn't he? You can bet if he could have, he would have released it just so he wouldn't be pestered about it. One day I'll get that official release. Maybe. I think it got a Japanese Wii U Virtual Console release, so... I mean, to be fair, the game's not even been re-released in Japan, really. It's taken an absolute age to... And even then, when it got re-released, it was, bless its heart, it was on the Wii U. I was hoping we would have seen Mother 1 and Earthbound on the NES and SNES apps by now, I must admit. Maybe they're saving them. They've got other RPGs on there, haven't they? I don't think we're getting this on there anytime soon. I suspect Square probably don't want to... I don't know how much Nintendo pays like third parties for games to be on the NES and SNES apps, but... probably not enough for Square. No, I think people would prefer... Oh, do you not have Nintendo Switch Online at the moment? That's, if you're not using it, that's more than fair. If a spot opens up in my family plan in September, you're welcome in, Cricket, although... realistically, I don't know if it will. Like, it's me, my 2 brothers, a couple of friends of mine, and a couple of friends of my brother as well. Be nice if we could extend that from 8 people for a Switch Online family plan. It just works out so cheap by that point. You just get in it's like £3 something. Ooh, quite close to getting those 2. Yes, that's right, Rebellion. Yeah, it's not a guarantee on that, unfortunately, Crookham, but I'll definitely let you know if it does. I definitely it's a bit tricky, I think, at this point to try and get in on a family plan, because I guess people have to be, like, realistically, I think, you have to get in when people are starting one, don't you? I don't know how many family plans you could get into partway through. Unless they have a spot open, I guess. Then you could figure out the logistics of how much left you just... Cheesecake. Well, only 2 actual people in that family plan along with me are actually quote-unquote family. Maybe there's some figurative family going on with some of the friends, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, no, we were. Oh, is that where that's put us? Oh, wow, okay. That's not too bad. I think. Oh, we either want the bottom left or the bottom right one. I probably should have paid more attention. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're quite fun to play with, these two characters, just to have some spells to use back at enemies and such. Let's go a bit nuts. I've noticed in these games, Bio is usually a very good spell. Yeah, look at that 2051 damage. I think I remember using that spell a lot in I think I remember using that spell a lot in 5. Is it a card game called President? Okay, I think I know what you mean now. Gotcha. Nice. What are your first impressions? It makes for a great portable kind of game now, doesn't it? As I say, I played the DS iteration quite a lot way back. Oh, actually, do I want to... No, let's get her to learn Blizzara, I think. And then... get you to learn Bio. It's going to be tough narrowing down which characters I want to use by the end of this game. I think I should probably just get healing spells onto him, because I think I'll probably just use all the enemy spells. Healings from enemies. Kricken. Hell yeah. God will help us get out of this hellhole reality. He'll use Connect 4-like strategy to really nail it. Was that the one we wanted? I mean, I suppose the one we want is whichever one isn't the definitive way, so we make sure we get every item we can. I like how, the thing I really like with this game, every character seems really good. Like, every character seems really viable in their own way. Like, I don't know if I'll end up using these two, because we do have to narrow it down to 4 by the end of the game, I guess. I assume, anyway. I don't know how it would work, but... that could definitely lend this game some replayability, I think. God. Steady now, don't let the power corrupt you, fella. You can do it, you can keep a level head. Can you? Please say you can. So I assume that's the main way forward, right? As a treat, we're going to put playlist back on. Just because we've been in this dungeon a while, so we've heard the music quite a lot. Yeah, no worries at all, Graham. Have a good night's sleep, man. I hope work goes well for you tomorrow. Have a good one, buddy. Good night. Good night, Graham. Take it easy, man. So I think that's actually the way forward. Yeah, thank you in turn, Graham. Gosh. Well, if you put it that way, I'll happily get corrupted as well in Unison. Or it'll be the guys I put on, but I'm actually going to redistribute the wealth. They won't know what's coming. Those billionaires going to be so mad. Yeah, I really kind of want to get that game now, guys, but I'm trying to save money. Yeah, there's tempting. Forgive me, how much is it? I think I saw it was fairly... Is it like 30 quid, I think? I might look around and see if I could get like a code for it. Oh, then... Oh, wait, no. We should have... Oh no, wait, no, it's okay for us to do that while I think, because I want to check out the other path. Which I think might get us a goodie, like an item or such. $35, okay, no. Yeah, I'll see if I can get it a little cheaper than that. I don't doubt it's not worth that, because I mean, how many games it comes with and how polished it looks. Thank you for this request, Cricket. I think everyone loves this song, don't they? Regardless of what they think of Sonic Unleashed. There's a reason they always go back to this one. Oh, it's top. Wait, was it top left or top? I think top left there we won. So yeah, one other thing as well, since last night I've taken... There's no quick load button on this anymore. I've put quick save on, so that's going to be pretty innocuous, and that means I can just make the habit of quick saving via that. But basically, to load a save state, I do now have to go to the emulator menu specifically. So we shouldn't hopefully have a repeat of that last night. Oh dear. That was horrible, but I did also... I saw the humour in it quite quickly, which I think was a coping mechanism, honestly, in terms of losing save data like that. Let's pop up here. Oh, right, we can actually go... Oh, okay. That works out quite nicely, actually. A chocobo suit, what? I want one of those IRL, a chocobo suit. Where did that turn up, then? Negates poison and brings out one's inner chocobo. Oh god, Cricket. Yeah, it's probably better than that. I mean, it is, although that also... We were able to restart the car pretty easily in the end anyway, so that wasn't that bad. That was horrible at the time, mind you. I was pretty sordid at the time, right? But yeah. So is anyone best in... Well, she can wear the chocobo suit. Legend. She's also getting a chain flail, which is probably a bit dangerous for a child, but why not? Venu Benu. A weird name for an enemy. I have basically no Bait and Katos experience, unfortunately. I remember being interested in it. Wait, is this where this... I've heard this song in a YouTube video. Where did I hear that? I think it might be part of the compilation of game songs, maybe. It's a great tune, though, isn't it? Oh, is that where I know it from? From Smash? I don't think I actually knew that. Bait and Katos was a Nintendo property, was it? Oh no, it might be more because I knew it was Namco who developed it, but actually it's probably more because of the Namco connection with Smash Brothers, isn't it? That would make more sense. It's a great song, yeah. Yeah, I was always curious about Bait and Katos. I think especially because I liked Tales of Symphonia so much on GameCube, but never did play it, unfortunately. A tabby suit. She's a Pictomancer. She's got Sorceress Adventurer, Eye Thief, Blue Mage, and Pictomancer. There's a chance we might be playing this music off again. But we might have it back on again. We'll see that. We'll probably have a few battles on the way to the what seems like the final part of this dungeon. We'll see how that goes. Oh, nice on Gerudo Valley. Oh, that might be it, guy. Yeah. Wait, Alpha Rads? No, I was thinking of Nitro Rads. I don't know if I've seen Alpha Rads. Have I? Oh, I think Kasai mentioned Alpha Rads. It's a great song in any case, and yeah, well done on winning the hard version of President. You've got your campaign in place, so I'll put that bumper sticker on my car. Even though we obviously can't vote for the US government in the UK. Oh, we're not a fan about it. Oh, it's a show. I mean, if you're not that into one YouTuber star, there's like a million others, aren't there? When it comes to it. Hey. Oh, thank you, whoever requested this. Oh, you barely are nice. I love the redundancy. But then it's also like it's nice to get this song anyway at a different point of the game. But yeah, the game does have a lovely soundtrack, doesn't it? It is just sort of like a limitation of a game of this vintage where you are probably going to hear the same tunes again and again. And no matter how good those tunes are, I think after a while it's probably fair shout to do the custom music, isn't it? A little bit. But I'll still definitely try and get the in-game music on for like a lot of the big stuff. Oh, you're not a fan of... I love his DF retro, Digital Foundry retro stuff. I had to catch up on a couple. I haven't really watched the Final Fantasy VII one properly that he did. I'll need to get to that. Yeah, maybe I'll stick him on. Well, he's got quite a few under his belt now, actually. Yeah, let's get all those on him. Nice, I can change that. Oh god, Terra's doing quite well on that. Is it just death she needs to look? Oh, actually, I wanted to get no regen, actually. So, hopefully in time on that. It's gonna feel weird when I've just like taught a character every spell I currently can with all the espers available, but I just realised as well we were going towards the wrong spell. Oh, I see. You're saying. I was thinking that because I was like, wait, you're Digital Foundry, man. That makes more sense. Yeah, no. I think I have actually put on multiple times Digital Foundry retro videos that I've seen before, just so I can have them on in the background when falling asleep. I've definitely had that. Hey. Oh, I should get relics on these two as well. What does the Memento ring do? Aside from recall a very good movie. Oh, I've been blessed by late mother's love. Prevents instant death. Wait a minute. Is there something this way? Oh no, okay. Mark Cerny. I quite like Mark Cerny. He's got a hell of a career, hasn't he? Like, working on Marble Madness, Sonic 2, various like PS1 big name platformers, and then I'm not sure what he did through the 2000s actually. I think he was still like doing a lot of stuff then. And then obviously the PS4 architect, like, and basically the hardware guy, because I think he did the PS Vita as well, which I know doesn't exist, Ubalian, but and the PS5 as well. It's quite funny because I mostly saw negativity around that presentation, but I think the problem is that was intended for the games developer conference, wasn't it? So it wasn't really intended as like a hype building thing for the public. Yeah, that could be good. Playing on in the background, just hearing Mr. PS4 man talk about hardware. Actually, no, I'm going to call it Mr. Marble Madness. That's more fun. It does sound a bit mean, but it's obviously not intended as such. I keep losing it might be because it's quite late. I keep losing track of who's learned what and when I can I'll keep it on that. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to play Final Fantasy VI on PS5 in some way. Maybe if they make the PS1 games backwards compatible. Ooh, no, I haven't heard this because I haven't beaten Xenoblade. Oh my goodness, Kasai. Hello, Kasai. You stayed up late as well, brother. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the raid. And the shout out. That's a lie, he wasn't playing Final Fantasy VI, he actually was playing Bomberman Axe Hero. For some reason. No, don't be daft. I wasn't about for your stream earlier, so it's okay. Seriously, that I mean, I feel bad for not tuning into people's streams, so who am I to say to people they don't have to feel bad? Well, no, I shouldn't say they should feel bad to... Oh, God. I'll just keep digging this hole. It's okay, Kasai. You're okay, man. Okay, just for... Let's heal everyone before we go in. Alright, all the shout-outs coming. That's your favourite, is it, Ubelia? I tried to be a bit of a smart, indulgent ass with some of those silly, fake... Not the actual game the person's playing, but in some cases I was like, okay, what are funny, bad games I've seen, like, in videos and such? And yeah, that Aquaman game, I wonder what it looks like on Dolphin, actually, like, in 4K and such. Probably, very sharp angles, at least, with all those polygons. It's a weirdly flatulent sound effect. Ooh, Wolfie. And... oh, these are quite cute, I suppose, really. It kind of reminds me of, like, in the early Pokemon generations where they didn't have, like, a small, unique sprite for every Pokemon on the pause menu, so they were like, there's like the standard like bipedal one, or that kind of seal looking one to represent all fish, or the terrifying looking little angry flower for all grass Pokemon or bugs. Oh, do you mean this one, Garge? Do you mean this was your request, Garge, or your song just got skipped completely? So it's more just because we're at a story moment. I've put the in-game music back on. We might get playlist music on again in a bit. Get out of the water. Yeah, have you been, Kasai? How, oh, no, we talked about Xenoblade before, didn't we? I'm glad that you're letting yourself do side quests in between streams. That might be quite a good way for you just to, like, really power through, all the side stuff and channel the experience from that into the main story. I hope this doesn't end up Mewtwo for all escape laugh experiment. Oh yeah, that was kind of a... Well, isn't it kind of Groudon? Isn't like Groudon like the first Pokemon in like the game's data or something like that? Something strange like that, isn't there? Wait, did I say Groudon? I meant Rhyhorn? Oh, I can't remember now. Is it Rhyhorn evolves into Rhydon? Rhydon was the... That's what I was going for, you Valiant, yes. You been a bit... Oh, I'm sorry to hear, Kasai. Fair play to you for still streaming this week, Kasai. I do find, if I'm not the best place, I do usually feel better for streaming. I hope that's helped for you in that sense. But yeah, I hope you have to take time out for yourself if it comes to it, Kasai. I hope you have a good weekend ahead of you, brother. Oh, actually, is that, Oh gosh. I think this is like where the, I wonder if she's gonna go ballistic again. Yeah, of course, these are all the Espers from that, story flashback we saw with Terra. It took me way too long to realise that. And like, is that... Sense of familiar Is that her dad? Anything I'm missing here is my fault. I'm being a bit dense. If you had gathered near the gate, we wondered how we could have saved it. Bolted the moment Terra opened the gate. Once in your world, we lost control of our powers. Completely leveled the city and took some innocent... Oh dear. Must be something in their world that lets them focus their power and not go berserk. Oh. Something's got to go horribly wrong along the lines here. Well, I don't know if it's like the Empire trying to trick us. It probably is, but... I think more likely it's Kefka's going to intervene. You're going for a drive tomorrow with a friend. Oh, nice, Kasai. That's a good shout. The first... Yeah, so that is the first Pokemon in Pokemon's data, not Groudon. Groudon's definitely not the first one. That's a few generations in. Yeah, that's a lovely idea. I quite like just sort of driving to... Just for driving's sake. I know it's a bit wasteful, so I don't like doing it too often or anything, but... If I have to like do an errand, I don't mind having to do a little drive for it. Well, traffic pending, mind you. Despite being in the UK, and you'd think I'd be used to it, I bloody hate queuing, so... Necessary evil, I know, but... Alright, let's shake hands. So this is sort of both groups able to see eye to eye on the fact they've both done bad things. No, I think the Empire probably had more agency than the Espers did, so... There we go, game over. Game done. Those two are hot and heavy. What child talks like that? Those two are hot and heavy. They're yonder. Is that a love triangle between the... Oh dear. Oh, how did he escape his prison? God, course he did. He does get treated as comic relief a little bit, but... Oh dear, is there like some mutiny within the Empire? Because we did talk to some soldiers that clearly wanted to still cause havoc. Oh dear. Oh, what a godge! How does that play? That's like top-down pool, isn't it? I think from what I've seen of that. Emperor's Orders. Yeah, so were they playing this for... oh, jeez, you... Oh, he's a son of a... Oh, jeez. Someone rugby tackle him or something. Oh, God. Ooh. Okay. Oh, jeez. Ooh. It's about time for us to be knocked out. Yeah, no worries, Kasai. I hope you have a good night's sleep, alright? But, oh gosh. I hope you have a good night's sleep, alright, Kasai? You take it easy, buddy. Good night. Hold on. Okay, I don't mean to make a point of this. Is he actually... Is that a bit of middle finger he's flipping at us? It might... Oh, no, it might not. It might just be his... Might just be his ears, maybe. Maybe I'm just... I mean, it'd be in his character to do that. Yeah, these aren't fun like Eggman's robots. These are actually cool. Oh, we're playing as General Leo.
That kind of talk is taboo around here.
Oh dear. I didn't expect, Is he meant to have darker skin? You don't really see that from his overworld spirit. It's quite cool if he's let's take it for diversity, but... It is quite cool with the, Mongoose. It is quite cool with the portrait art. They get a little bit closer to the official artwork outside of the games. Which up until this point, the resolution was just so low for the visuals that they couldn't really replicate those terribly well. I hope you're doing well, Mongoose. Hope you're having a good week. I hope we're all having a good week. Obviously. Oh dear, do we need to run away? Yeah, we need to run away. Even if we can attack 5 times in a row, we need to run away. There we are. Come on, you. Your behaviour is dishonourable. I can't allow this. I do like his big, crazy sprite. Oh, I probably should have put an Esper on Leo, actually. Yeah, it's. I like that Octopath Traveler brought this back, where like you talk to a character in the overworld and they're your size, but then you go into a battle and they're like 5 times your height, give or take. I think it's even more crazy in Octopath. It's I mean, it's a good excuse to show off really good sprite work and such, isn't it? Leo was the consummate soldier. Yeah, Kefka's usually not a tough boss in this, at least the few times we fought him. Per Gestalt. I need you here. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's just... He's being weirdly kind of, even though he's like just doing utter villainy. Unless maybe Kefka's pulling the strings. What have you been fighting for? Oh, Leo, I'd like you to take a nice long vacation. He was playing about with us. He is a son of a gun, isn't he? You're always such a goodie. I really want, because he is so jokery. It's not complete one-to-one. There are certainly differences in motivation, but I really want Mark Hamill to read Kefka dialogue in Joker. I wish I could do his voice. I just want to, son of a submariner, Batsy or whatever, in that voice. Tell your liege I had to exterminate it. Ooh. Wait, did he actually kill him? Oh dear. We start to possibly see some redemption for this character. And... oh my goodness. Hello, Almighty Goopy. Hello again.
Yeah, that's me.
How did your stream go? Yeah, we tend to do crazy marathon streams on you. Long time no see. It has been a while, give or take. How did your stream go? What were you playing there? Welcome everyone. Is that the... yeah, that's the 5th raid we've had today. God. I need to raid people like 20 times over to be equal on this. Yeah, I'll probably keep on this for a little bit longer. It is quite late here. It's got 1 AM, but... oh, you're playing Final Fantasy as well. Nice. Oh, cool. How are you liking FF7 remake? I do want to get to that eventually. Unfortunately, I'm going to wait for the PC port, which is going to take like, I think 10 months at this point. Yeah, it's God, Kefka's a right evil son of a gun, isn't he? Oh, that's great. You enjoyed the FF7 remake so much. Glad to hear. Yeah, this has been pretty wild. I'll get it playing again. Again, thank you so much for the raid. I'll make sure to drop you a follow back. Let's see if I can do that. I wish you could do that through the OBS. Yeah, well, it's funny. I haven't found his boss fights too tough so far, but I assume they do escalate. I really like the 2 new characters we've got on the Blue Mage and his granddaughter. It's quite fun just to turn the tables on the... hello, Flabberdash. No, don't be daft. The raid spirit is still strong. Don't worry about that. Thank you so much for coming in. A bit of a nice little raid type. Yeah, Mighty Goopy. Follow. There we go. Yeah, I'll try and tune into the remake sometime. How far are you into that? Yeah, there's we've got a silly reward redeem on here where you can change that character, which I made fairly expensive to discourage like people doing it like over and over again, but maybe I should lower that a bit. Well, I'm at least glad you like the character, because it's usually perhaps unsurprisingly, it's usually this fella. But yeah, I got a few Animal Crossing amiibos very cheap. I still would like a few more, but I assume they've gone up in price. Oh wow, okay, Cricket. Yeah, let's get Mario up. The nice thing is, it should take us a while to get through all of them. Because I've got too darn many. It's a fun thing to have too many of them, really, isn't it? I'll tell you what we'll do, actually. We're going to have them both there. I suppose I could maybe do that, right? Just, that's legal. But I don't know why I'm talking about that as if that's not... Oh, Jesus, cricket. Okay. Okay, but we all start to run out of viable space here. There we are. Oh, jeez. Sorry, Blathers. Oh my god. I should have known this would be abusable in some way. The cans all... What were these characters? Yeah, this is our own Smash Brothers Ultimate. I mean, 2 out of 3 in terms of actual playable Smash Brothers characters ain't bad, right? What would Blathers' moveset be in Smash, actually? There's no kind of bug that can appear, I want to say, in Smash. Maybe aside from a couple of bug Pokemon in the Pokeballs, so I think he'd mostly be fine. If a bug shows up, we need to forget it, I think, before that. Right, let's actually get back to the slightly more dramatic and horrifying thing going on in this game. And sorry, this has got really I don't know why the camera's gone really dark all of a sudden. Sorry about that. See if I can brighten it. I think I just reset the game. Oh my god, I think I actually just reset the game. Okay. It might not take us to... Oh, that looks like rubbish, doesn't it? Oh my god. What was the combination for that? How did I... Oh, jeez, Jazz. Okay, well, at the very least... Well, also to reset the game, apparently. Alright, I'll tell you what, I think if I turn the lamp off back there, that'll at least sort out the camera, but... I think, to be fair, it might not take us too long with Emulator Fast Forward, we just need to do the Kefka fight. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. But the game's still reset. Oh dear. Well, at least we haven't lost progress as we did last night, but I wish I'd stopped making that habit. I think it's just because I did like I must have just accidentally set a hotkey on the a hotkey combination on the keyboard, just so moody. Yeah, it was quite actually, wasn't it? That lights in. Right, let's... Well, we're definitely getting playlist music on to make the repetition slightly less irritating. Yeah, this doesn't set us back... The only way this has set us back far, really, is in terms of cutscenes. And we can at least fast forward through those with playlist music on. I just need to make sure I remember which one is... Yeah, I think this... I'm pretty sure I think I would have done this save like right before, yeah, all this bit. So this is really sad to watch, knowing what happens after this, unfortunately. But yeah, we come across all the espers. We come across all the espers here. This is too majestic for it. It's a lovely tune, isn't it? The it says down there, these Xenoblades. The Xenoblade credits music. It's really nice, isn't it? Yeah, we'll quickly skim through these. This is where they we're trying to... Oh, I don't think I caught that deal first time. They were trying to go out, but then those espers kind of bumped them back in anyway. I might be wrong. I think that's meant to be Terra's dad, I think. I should know that more assuredly, really. It's oh, it's not the credits theme, is it? Oh God, you're all such flirts, bless you. Oh, thank you. And Duncan's theme is the majestic Duncan. You're also sweet, thank you. Oh God. God, this is a good ending theme, isn't it? This makes me want to beat Xenoblade now, honestly. Yeah, this almost works out so perfectly, like the Espers have caused like not really within their power to be fair, but they caused some death and destruction so of the Empire. So so here it's just like oh, you know, we can kind of see eye to eye on that. We can kind of things can be okay. And then guess who shows up? Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll let this one play with the in-game sound, because this is quite... Everyone pokes fun at poor Locke and Celeste for having a moment. All a bit of a laugh. And the funny thing is, I thought they were kind of building up a love triangle with Locke, Celeste, and Terra, but then Terra laughs, so... I think she's free of heartache there, thankfully. But then he laughs as well. That's a good way to segue into that, isn't it? Yeah, the Lonnie comes to ruin everything. Yeah, we'll fast forward for this again, but... Yeah, I love that detail he gets. He's still a bit of a goofer. He's still a bit of a goof, so he gets knocked over by his soldiers. I was surprised. I was surprised there's like a few moments of incompetence with him, but I know what he does accomplish later in this game, so yeah. Like this bit I was pretty shocked at. He actually just this poor Espers, he's basically just straight up kill it though, right? And also I think he might be flipping us middle fingers there. I'm not completely sure. But that would be that would be in character, wouldn't it? Oh, Cricken. Everyone's so flirtatious lately. Do I need to be flirtatious about her? That might get too weird. Yeah, that laugh is, it's a good laugh, isn't it? I want to add it as a sound effect on the streams. It's just, oh gosh. I've seen clips of like someone's edited that laugh into that Final Fantasy X laughing sequence as well, which is quite fun. Yeah, then we yeah, he toys with us a little bit. Can Leo actually... No, he can't. See, this makes it look like we're going to have Leo in our party, but given what happens fairly soon here... Oh, I appreciate that, Gooby. Yeah, I'm completely naive on this game in terms of what happens. I honestly don't really know. Oh, poor Leo's been poisoned. I tell you what I've just done as well. I've just created a save state just in case we reset it again accidentally, or I'll try and just get into the habit of doing that, I think. Yeah, this is where he toys with us a little bit. Like this Emperor Gastal. Yeah, Leo's really cool in this. I'll be a bit sad if he dies now. I didn't actually expect him to be kind of have a bit of a heel turn. I don't know how lethal this upcoming hit that Kefka does. Yeah, I do appreciate you resist. I know it's tough to sort of tell someone, oh, this is what happens. It's tough to not just tell someone, oh, this is what happens, or oh, you have no idea what you're in for, kind of thing. But yeah. Oh, Cricket, that would be a good shout, actually. Yeah. I forgot he says it again. He kind of goes like, what is it? Isn't he? Something like that. Forgot about that. Yeah, that'd be a good one to do. Okay, we're back where we were, basically. So we didn't have to take too long, at least. Yeah. Is he one of the most, if you rank, like, Final Fantasy villains, is Kefka, like, the most evil? He's got to be pretty... I mean, I suppose they all have, like, world-destroying agendas, usually, don't they? So they're probably all equally monstrous, but... something about Kefka in particular, he is such an SOB. I don't know how he has the nerve to call anyone else a violent brute as well. Oh dear. Okay, this is where we got to, I think, right? I think it was soon after it was reset after we laughed, which was kind of fitting. Have Kefka laugh as we have to reset. Oh, is the gate gonna open? Yeah, all those boulders kind of fell in front. You find it the most morbidly... Yeah, it's a good way of putting it. He revels in it in a way that I feel like other villains in the series don't really. That I can think of, anyway. That's what makes him quite fun, but it's just also like, oh, you absolute... I really hated him doing that sequence, to be honest. Those poor Espos. Oh no, wait, we're here to help. Oh dear. Yeah, no, I like that, he's just an ass. The other villains have more purpose, yeah. Okay, he's got a bit of the Joker about him, hasn't he? Oh my god. I'm not really... I mean, I vaguely know what it is. I'm really not that familiar with Five Nights at Freddy. I'm impressed kids are so into it, because I was a frightened little child who never wanted to go near anything of a horror genre, so... Those games do look pretty gnarly, yeah. I'd say you're all charged up, boys and girls, or whatever. Say, remind me to show you my Magicite collection. Oh god, this is the... He's like a really evil Pokemon trait now, isn't he? The Magicite Hocus Pocus. Okay, no, I don't think he is flipping with the fingers there, because he's doing that when he's like about to summon Espers and such. Oh, little Espers, let's see what you do. Oh, jeez. He's just killing them so flippantly, he doesn't... Oh, God. This is definitely the darkest Final Fantasy to this point, isn't it? It still gets really goofy still, which I like.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, thank you for the follow, Flabberdash. Thank you very kindly. Very much appreciated. And like the weird, oh gosh. I assume you mean that metaphorically and not an actual one. I hope you haven't got an actual person of that persuasion living there. Oh dear. Oh, why is the oh, there we go. The odd I'm trying to jeez. Thank goodness. I'm quite happy for that. Yeah, I keep getting a bit kind of like, oh no, the last sub things I put at the bottom of the screen, they're not updating, but I think they do, they just take a little bit of time. But yeah, thank you for the follow, Flabberdash. I like them putting Kefka on the right side of the screen here, as if he'd ever actually be a party member for us. I don't think so. Little Magicite Pretties. If I ever play Dissidia again, I probably will try. I probably will play as Kefka, actually. I think definitely Terra as well. I tend to play as, because there was a bit of that in Final Fantasy Theatre Rhythm as well, the rhythm game. I would typically pick Bart's in that, just because I really like FF5. You know who Flabbit? Oh, is it? Oh, wow. Thank you, Almighty Dash, or Flabbergooby. Thank you for bumping up the follower numbers. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Oh, right. Oh, I thought you were saying Almighty Gooby and Flabberdash are alts of each other. So, Flabby, you're I have asthma 16. Oh, I'm so many secret identities going on. So much Clark Kenton going on here. Gosh. It's fascinating. Please keep it up. I like it. I like the mystery. Oh god, off he goes. God, yeah, he is, having a villain revel in murder this much is pretty wild. Jeez. I guess all our characters are out for the count. I hope all the rest of our party back at the base are okay. God, you can't take your eyes off him, can you? You're Faz-D, really, are you, God? Oh, no worries, Flab. Can I call you I have Flabberdash 69? You're the CEO of the internet. The very one, are you? Oh, jeez. To be honest, a story about people going mad and corrupt with power. Maybe not in terms of the tax sense, but it feels like that rings quite true, doesn't it? I mean, a pretty simple notion, but as someone who's getting sick of reading about awful millionaires, other awful, powerful, corrupt people. It's a nice little tribute they gave to him. Oh, it's Interceptor, Doggo. Wait a minute, Shadow died? What? Did he? Oh, I guess they're kind of reading that from he didn't actually die, did he? Oh my goodness, hello Anelius. Oh, thank you for the bits. Oh, so many people have been so nice tonight. I've had so many raids and bits and follow. Oh, and the sub as well. You're all so lovely. Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, I like that. I do like that this game Gooby as well. It's got a sense of humour. We were talking about this earlier, Cricket and I. We love when Final Fantasy gets very goofy as well. And there's a lot of that in this game as well. But yeah, thank you so much, Analius. Hope you're having a good day, man. Here's to Brinfit fun on the weekend, man. The ultimate life. Oh, jeez. It's funny because Final Fantasy V is relatively light-hearted, and then this one still has a lot of light-heartedness, but it also does get quite Yeah, it's perhaps not that surprising with the Emperor, I guess. It did seem very sincere, but yeah. Oh, attaboy Edgar, who got them out. I got to know the gal who... Oh, I forgot he's a bit of a womanizer. She blurted out the whole crooked plan. So you finally hit pay dirt. Oh jeez, Edgar. We'll work on that aspect of you, buddy, but I'm at least glad you got them out of there. Oh, you finished FF7 Remake? Oh, good man, Elias. Yeah, Mighty Goober was streaming that as well. Were you streaming this evening, Elliot? Oh wait, no, I think I got a notification you were streaming. I wasn't able to tune in, unfortunately. Although, mind you, I don't know if I want to watch the ending of the... It's going to be like 10 months until I can play the remake anyway. Because I want to play it on PC, but... I'm so glad you guys have enjoyed it so much. I'm really glad that remake, at least this first part of it, has turned out so good. The pressure was certainly on for it to deliver, wasn't it? Yeah, and then what? Smooth 640 FPS. I hope to overclock my monitor to that one day. But yeah, good night, fella. Thanks so much. Good night. Oh, lovely, Anelius. Oh, no kidding. I do recommend this one, Anelius, although it's unfortunately not very... The only form it's available is that PC port people don't like very much, FF6. Oh, you're a fan of 8. I respect 8 a lot, but I think I'm too stupid for it. Because I get really overwhelmed by like the junk in it, and also the storyline I find hard to follow. But it is really... Oh, you had 6 on... Oh, we've had a couple of people say they played 6 on PS1 here. Oh, cool. I mean, that was the first time it got released over here, wasn't it? Because we didn't get the SNES version. Well, same with any pre-7 Final Fantasy, apart from 3. We first got them here on the PS1. Yeah, I could definitely see why people like 8 so much. Yeah, well, I know Jeff's a huge 8 fan, isn't he? Oh. I find actually quite... And he hates the Empire as well. He hated the Empire as well, but he quite respected General Leo. Yeah, this is a bit of a low point for the heroes, isn't it? Yeah, he's actually... I don't know if I'll... I do get a bit of choice paralysis with this game with how many good characters there are. But you can only have a party of 4, but... He was quite good in battle, actually. The Empire's going to flex its newfound muscles soon. Cannot allow them to get away with this. Oh, Jesus save him. She's really good in battle as well, though. Who is this puffed up aerobics instructor? I mean, that could be a good Final Fantasy job title, puffed up aerobics instructor. Oh, Triple Triad is really cool. I know that's like just a game in itself, isn't it? It's, I mean, by that point, they were loading these games with so much content, weren't they? And I know, I get the impression part of the thing people like with 8 is how much you can break it. Like, just how much you can really wrangle its systems and get really powerful characters. And from what I understand, one of the ways on that is, what is it? Basically, you get really good cards and then you... Oh, but there's a verb for it where you, like, not junction them, you, like, mine them for... spells, or oh god, this is what I mean. I'm too stupid for this. But I respect it though. It's really cool. FF8. It's I've gotten about 20 hours into it on the save I was playing through on PSP. Probably about 7 years ago, give or take. I've still got that save available, so I might try and transfer that to a PC emulator and try and finish 8 that way. That's the only PS1 Final Fantasy I've not finished. I've done 7 and 9. I'm gonna paint your portrait. That's a weird way to work out frustration with someone. I'm gonna get the brush out and the all the chisel and stuff and oh jeez. Oh, it's because she can attack by that. Oh, I see. That's what that's the gag they were going for. Yeah, well, I tell you what, Anelius, you'll notice the music goes squeaky here. I really love fast forward or speed up in these RPGs. It cuts down the fat so much, doesn't it? What's wrong, lover boy? Shit, this kid is great. She's got such a wit on her. Fair play. Only 10 as well. Fair play. I wish I was that witty when I was like 20, let alone 10. She reminds me of what's the kid? What's the classic moment from Neo there? What's the kid character in 9 called? She's reminded me of her because she has a bit of talking back to her in quite a funny way. That's just criminal. I don't even think of it. Yeah, it really is actually Kubi, isn't it? Right, so. Yeah, we won't be on for too much longer. We started much later than usual. I'd usually try and be off usually by 1 or at least right after. But at least we've made a good bit of progress tonight, and we got back the progress we lost yesterday. I mean, I did that off stream, but yeah, lesson learned from that. Be careful with your emulator save states. Oh dear. It was quite funny in retrospect. It doesn't happen every time. I mean, maybe a little bit, give or take, but I usually am gone by like 1:15, let's say. It's 1:42 AM. So 1:42 AM it is here, so yeah, I'm this is a hard game to put down, especially when you're streaming it. It just speaks to how much I'm enjoying it, you know? Like, I honestly didn't mind having to replay the stuff from the save I lost last night earlier. I think it speaks quite highly of the game, really, doesn't it? Yeah, go on then. Oh, you've been playing. Oh, God. Good man. God. Yeah, I'm really tempted to get that now, God. Do you know if like Faz and folks are getting it? Oh, God. Empire's after the sealed gate. I'm looking for some statues. Ooh. Oh, this silly Espers. He came across so sincere when he was trying to fool us. I thought in a way it might be an interesting twist if the crazy tyrannical emperor character turned out to be alright, but I mean, probably not very realistic if it went that way. Yeah, it's I find I almost get a bit intimidated by starting a big JRPG these days, just because obviously they're so long, and when I stream games, I tend to go for shorter ones. But we've done a few, like I've done both Mother 1 and 3 on here. But I've been wanting to do a Final Fantasy game for the longest time, and I think I assumed if I would, the first one I would do would be 6. Cricket. Oh, Cricket, that would be the worst. Thankfully not. Oh, Kasai's getting Clubhouse, nice. Or 51 Worldwide Games. Cool. Yeah, I'm quite tempted to. As I say, I might see if I can get it a bit cheaper. The odd couple of those two, aren't there? You've mastered air hockey, nice one. The island, the world is groaning in pain. That's a good sound, right? So is what I think is about to happen... Oh jeez, there's people falling in. So, I've heard the phrase World of Ruin. And you can kind of guess from that title and what I've heard what that is, but... Is that basically what's happening there? Oh, that's a cool kind of callback to the game's intro music here. Oh yes, we did hear about this. That's a good... I think a lot of people are trying to master stuff during quarantine, right? Like, I keep meaning to pick the guitar up again. I think air hockey... oh, Jesus, cricket. Cricket, that still stings, buddy. Please don't. Oh, in Alias, I think it's out now. At least digitally. And then, I guess physically... did it get a physical release as well? 51 worldwide games? If so, I'd assume physically it's out tomorrow? Or did it get delayed? I'm trying to remember. Well, what Cricken's referring to specifically, Goober, sorry, not Goober, Gooby, is that last night, right at the end of the stream, I dropped my controller and it landed on a button I'd set to quick load on the emulator. So it loaded my last save state, which was before my stream yesterday. So I basically lost every bit of progress I did last night on this for like a meaty 3.5 hour session. I mean, it's okay, I'm laughing about it. I've seen the humour in it. So I ended up basically earlier this evening trying to get all that progress back. I did it slightly differently. I kind of just focused on a couple of characters instead of... I was like mixing and matched a bit more last night. Gosh. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. It wasn't that long ago I watched that movie, so maybe that's what I was thinking of. Said that they turn themselves to stone by... Oh god, bit Medusa. Each one's power would be neutralised by those of the other two. Oh jeez. So that's gonna rip the planet apart. Ooh. Oh, I didn't expect this. We got you can fly to the floating continent. I think I'll probably... I always feel like I don't completely want to... No, well, ironically, Gooby, it was just me making sure that I'd have, like, a state I could go back to in case, like, I don't know, the emulator froze or something. I wasn't even really trying to use them particularly, but I am always, like, I say people use save states however they want. If they want to beat a game without them, you know, cool, that's the original challenge. If they want to make it, you know, especially if a game has, like, kind of unfair difficulty balance, or you just want to play through a game more casually, I think that's completely cool as well. I don't like how gatekeepy people get on that stuff. Just say people do whatever they want. Yeah, I'm thinking I think I quite like this party with these four. Maybe change out Edgar for Locke. Because I quite like every character. Actually, we'd like to use Celeste again, actually. In fact, yeah, let's get her in with Sabin, yeah. Actually, I suppose, Phyllis Terra's, like, nearly learned every spell now. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I completely misunderstood that, didn't I? Yeah, no, I, Twitch archives them for, like, 15 days? Like, does that sound right? I think it's 15 days it does, isn't it? And then, I don't know what party I want to go with. God, this is Sophie's choice, isn't it? Yeah, so, sorry. So, yeah, so I do then archive those old streams on my YouTube video, on my YouTube channel. I can't speak, it's too late. Yeah, I guess we'll just stick with this slot for now. It's too late to be making these decisions, so just... That's gonna play it fairly safe. Then we'll unequip everyone as well. Sorry about that. What did you clip, Crick? Yeah, sorry, I'm like operating to that quarter speed now. If we've got like a big section coming up, I think I might save that for tomorrow. I think I'm just completely losing that. But still, we've made pretty good headway today, so I'm quite happy for that. God, she probably still needs to learn. Oh no, she's got... Yeah, she's got quite a few spells in her already. That's good. This one has Thunder Rod. Ah, there we go. Actually, no, that one really does ×3 anyway. Yeah, we'll call it quite soon. Yeah, thank you for the clip, Cricket. Yeah, such a great cast of characters in this. Like, I could see this being one of the Final Fantasies you might want to replay most, just because of how many characters there are. It's such a good and big lineup. Again, it's kind of astonishing to have this many characters in one of these games. So what is Liftoff? Is that just going into the... Yeah, it is. Yeah, because I think I want to do a quick save. We'll look at what the go into the floating continent option is. Again, I'm assuming that might be about to go into like the World of Ruin aspect of this game where things really change up. Oh, only 3 allowed. Oh, after all that, we're only allowed 3 in our party anyway. You 3 in that case. Oh gosh, here we go. Ooh. Edgy? Oh, blimey, look at them all. Crap, the Imperial Air Force. Let's give them a bloody lip. Okay, this part might be fairly straightforward, so... So it's quite cool when you do the, Yeah, what is that clip actually? I need to say. We're saying can't sleep as well, admittedly. So, oh, is that from last? That's from last night. Yeah, it's. I think because we were like joking about in the chat, and but then like a mood can turn on a dime, can't it? But I don't know. Maybe I forgot. I woke up halfway. I just woke up screaming halfway through the night and forgot about it. Maybe shortly after that. Yeah, I don't know. I was certainly a bit gutted. I mean, just the weight of realising how long that was going to all take. Oh, will that do quite a bit? Oh, it will, nice. I do like Mog a lot. Not just because he's a cool little Moogle. But also, can we go? Oh. It's interesting that they've actually called Spitfire as well. It's, I mean, they don't look like IRL Spitfires, but...
At times like this, I guess all you can do is laugh.
Yeah, that is pretty much what it was, Cricket. Yeah, more or less. Oh, that always misses that one. Wait, did that one heal them? No, okay. But yeah, it was a bit of a shame. But we've more or less made back what we did somewhat. There's one more, I need to get one more Magicite from the auction house. But, aside from that, we're pretty much where we were, which is quite nice. Yeah, we'll be on this for about, we'll see how long this section takes. I don't really know what to expect. Oh, hello, JFK. May the June the 4th be with you. Thank you, Flabber. I have Flabber Dashmer, 69. Yeah, thank you so much for the host, JFK. Hope you and company are doing very well. Were you just streaming yourself? Again, thank you for the host. Nice. May the June 5th be with you. Oh, well, that happened so suddenly, Cricket. Yeah, no worries at all, Cricket. Thanks so much for tuning in as always, man. You have a good night's sleep, alright? Good night. And thank you for the various bits. With one last one. Yeah, that's okay, Gooby. I can happily be called Jazzy. Yeah, thanks so much for tuning in and raiding, Gooby. I really appreciate that. Like coming back to the stream as well after because you came here from. Forgive me, whose raid did you come here from? Was that Wait, I'm getting the Asthma stream. That's it. Okay, cool. I was like, wait, no, I'm not getting something confused. I hope. No, that's great. Yeah, thank you so much. Have a good night, both Cricket and Gooby. You both take it easy, all right? Good night. Yeah, yeah. Again, I'm so grateful to everyone for that. I don't take that for granted. Oh gosh. I definitely have to raid someone after this, even though I really need to get to bed. So we will be doing that. But we'll see how long this section goes. Don't really know what to expect in terms of. Yeah, no, thank you. I'll definitely try and catch yours in turn. Thank you so much. Good night. Oh yeah, I should morph as Terra, shouldn't I? Hi JFK, thanks so much for hosting. How are you doing? were you just streaming tonight as well? It was cool to watch you on Modern Warfare earlier, man. Yeah, good, thank you. We're in our own sort of Modern Warfare-ish. Not really, kind of. Give or take. But yeah, we've been playing this the past few weeks. Probably the game that's been on my to-do list for the longest out of any game, JFK. So I just know this is like one of the most beloved Final Fantasies. I never got around to it properly. I'm absolutely loving it, and it's really fun game to stream as well. How are you doing in turn, JFK? Were you playing more Call of Duty this evening? I've got just tired from work. Oh no! There's a lot of insomnia or similar phenomena to that going on at the moment, I think, around here. So we do all hear you on that. Oh, I hope. Is it like you have work tomorrow and then you're free for the weekend, basically? So I'm tempted to use Shell, but these are all quite short battles, so... Oh god! Maybe I should have played that up more, but I think maybe the understatedness is what... Maybe that's what you guys are finding funny about it, I don't know. Yeah, guys, there's a clip of me... sorry, JFK even. There's a clip of me from yesterday's stream in this where I'm just like... Oh, guys, I just loaded a save state from several hours ago. And I basically just lost all the progress we did last night. It did sting, just a little bit. It was, yeah, exactly. It was what it was. I was able to, because we got fast forwards on the simulator, so I was using that a lot to get back to where I was. But yeah, not ideal. And nice on having the weekend through. You got any streams planned for the weekend, or just sort of chill out? Is Call of Duty your main game that you stream? Yeah, no worries at all, Garge. I know how late it's getting. You take it easy, alright, Garge? Good night. Thanks again. As I said, I might buy that Classics game, Garge. You're really selling me on it. We'll see. Okay, you were very good at Modern Warfare earlier, JFK. I'm so bad at any Call of Duty style game. I've got rubbish aim on multiplayer shooters, unfortunately. Much respect for people who are good at them. That requires very good reaction times, which I definitely do not have. I can pick stuff off a menu and hope for the best. I can at least do that, I guess. Oh, cool. Oh, good man. Is that like your like score ranking? You were getting so many kills on those earlier matches. Doing way better than I would be, as I said. So I assume we're probably going. Oh, there's Ultros. There's that bloody octopus that keeps antagonising us. Oh dear. Using ever on Terra. Hello, you. I thought we kind of befriended him. Why is he? No, really. This is our last battle. Trust me. Oh. Yeah, he's a bit of a so-and-so. This one. Oh, best of luck, JFK. I'm not gonna get that. Yeah, we keep fighting this, Wells. Yeah, no worries at all, JFK. Thanks so much for the host again. It's so late. I know it's really late. I need to get off this quite soon. But yeah, have a good night. Thank you so much, JFK. Good night. Oh, I love this boss theme. I lose again. Oh god, we defeated. Oh, there we go. It's the Typhoon Commander. Oh, blooming heck. It's the Typhoon. God, look at that design on that. Be on TV 3 hours more now. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you. Oh dear, oh wait, that heals the one on the left, so we can't do that. So I assume the one on, I think the one on the left is probably fire then, so maybe I can use Blizzard on them. And actually we need to let's use Shell on everyone. Shell on everyone so they can get a bit of a defense boost. Off he goes. So wait, is Ever not I think I'm getting Ever confused. I don't think that increases magic points. So wait, what was... I need to look those up. There we go, so they should all be pretty good defense-wise. So a bit of Blizzard on you. A bit of Fireball on us. Yeah, that definitely does... That looks like that definitely does less, Oh wow, that was powerful. I'm glad we learned that spell. Snort? Oh god, that's the one that blows us up. Oh wow. They blew us away. Well, this is not the best scenario would be. Look at this boss, oh my god. Oh man, this game just throws everything at you, doesn't it? I love it for it. But it does also mean it's reset our shell status, so it's a bit of a bugger. So is that going to be... Okay, there we go. There's a reasonable amount of damage to all of them. Yeah, I love buffs in this kind of game, so... If we can increase our defense, I'll do it. God, if that's the damage that does with Shell on, that's probably a really powerful attack there. I need to be careful on that. Okay, I think we can probably start going all in now. Such a crazy design for a really fun one. I do like how wacky they get with the enemies in these games. I think of like the houses that attack you in FF7. Those are quite fun. Oh, nice. That attacked a missile before it could go after us. Count 5. Also, God knows how high we are up to be falling like this and to still be like fighting in this style. Oh, every once in a while I mess his inputs up. Ooh, there we are. Ooh, nice. We didn't actually destroy the missile bay, which we probably should have, but there we go. I do like this celebrating the battle while we're still falling. Oh gosh. Oh, there's Shadow. I'd tell you what, I'm a little tempted to call it here, I think. This will be a hell of a place to pick up tomorrow. Come on, by the way. There we go, I've done a save state there as well, so we'll definitely... Oh nice, we do get Shadow with us. Yeah, I think I might have to call it here, I think. Shame, because we're in the middle of quite a dramatic section, really, aren't we? But, oh my goodness, hello, Nins! You're right, buddy. Thanks so much for coming in. We are finally about to call it here. We've actually not been on for over 4 hours, so I guess this isn't crazily long. Yeah, it needs to be really. Quite desperately. How are you doing, fella? Are you having a good week? Nims, are you picking up that 51 Worldwide Classics? Yeah, I think I got the name right. Guards was in chat earlier, bigging that up a bit. I'm quite tempted to get it. I am just trying to save money at the moment, but I really like the DS 42 All-Time Classics game. So a little, yeah, I'm just trying to see how far I can get into this while running away from every battle, just to see what this area is like. But I think I need to leave this for tomorrow. This is like an outright... What a crazy body horror looking, a bit of a crazy, like, H.R. Geiger looking... These enemies are a bit horrifying, aren't they? Disembodied heads. They seem quite cheerful at least, but I think that maybe makes them creepier. Yeah, I didn't expect kind of this insane sky dungeon. That's quite, this really creepy, electronic sounding music. Oh, nice. Yeah, it did strike me as a good Sunday brunch, kind of game. Yeah, it's good value for money if you... I like with that kind of compilation when you can kind of figure it out in terms of, like, how many pennies or pounds does each game cost, and it works out pretty well, doesn't it, when you do that? Yeah, that's yeah, that would be so good for Sunday brunch. I might end up getting it, I think. Be a bit naughty as I say, I do want it. It'll be Uno's replacement. Oh, it's a shame because you guys did have a lot of fun with Uno, didn't you? But it did seem like you were starting to have quite a bit of trouble with like its servers, right? I suppose it fills a similar niche to Uno as well, that kind of tabletop game, possibly involving cards. Please believe me when I say I don't usually run away from every battle in this. I'm basically going to we've got to save right at the start of this dungeon, and I'm gonna load the game from. Actually, I'll tell you what. We just mute the game and fast forward it there. Far in can we go? Oh wow, yeah, I haven't got this in me tonight. This is a proper maze of a dungeon. It's a really cool one though. So I love the, we've currently muted it, but I love the music of it. Yeah, I think we will call it here, Hyper. It's about time I got to bed. Yeah, it's good fun, it's annoying it isn't supported. Yeah, actually, yeah, it's a good point. The variety alone on 51 worldwide games, pretty good on that front. 51 world. Shut up, Jasmine. So, it's because I loaded up the Twitch page. Right, have a look at who we can. There we go. Gonna raid a good friend of mine on here, Afroman Dan. I think he was in here earlier, actually. What do you use for your? Oh, that's Streamlabs. I use Nims. Oh yeah, someone requested. I think that was Guardian requested the Five Nights at Freddy's on. Yeah, so I use Streamlabs software. But I use the regular version of OBS, and then I have Streamlabs software as well. That's where like commands are from. It's mostly for the sound effects, basically. You're looking at having some on your stream, are you? I think there's a way to do sound effects directly through Twitch as well. But I might be wrong on that. I thought I read something about that. But they're quite easy to implement on Streamlabs, the software on its own. I actually don't know about doing it with Streamlabs OBS. I'd assume you probably could. But if not, yeah, you just go to the Streamlabs website and download the... I have often wondered if I should move to Streamlabs OBS. Problem is, I get quite stuck in my way with something like that. It's hard for me to swap over to a bit of an irritatingly stubborn trail of mine, but... yeah, so that might be an option. They're quite fun. It's you might end up being like me, where it gets weirdly addictive, adding new sound effects to see people's reactions to them and such. It's quite an odd one, really. But so maybe you were playing a couple of sound effects on the last stream, weren't you? Which is quite fun. Trying to think what use Streamlabs OBS. Oh, nice. Yeah, it might be an option on that. I might look into that if I I'm just trying to think of what sound effects I've got. One in particular you'd appreciate. I don't have any Streets of Rage sound effects. I need to change that. I added. God, I spent bloody ages adding a lot recently. Again, a weirdly addictive habit it was. I'll tell you what, if you want... Oh, it's cool you got the Stream Deck, I don't have that. I'll tell you what, just for a laugh, yeah, I need to get... Like, I love the level clear sound. I wish you could have that in Streets of Rage 4 with the modern music. But to be fair, that's probably like my only complaint with Streets of Rage 4. It's otherwise such a good game, but... This might bring back memories. I don't know where I got the idea to add this. It's such a horrible sound, but it reminds me of being a child, so it's therefore it's wholesome, I guess. But yeah, thank you so much, Nims, and thank you so much to everyone else. Yeah, the raid's about to go ahead now again. I'm not going to stick around for too long, but we'll say hello to Dan. I'll try and get some sleep, and we'll continue this crazy nightmare dungeon tomorrow. Thanks so much, Nims and Co. Later.